One. Hey, hello, wrong overlay. Hello, everyone. Good evening. I'm Simon at Wondering DM, and this is our Witcher campaign, Witcher Iron Judgment, our long form campaign. But tonight is a little bit special because tonight we're going to see things that have happened before. We're focusing on what I call the short stories on The Wicker and the Witcher, working title. But this is based on the relationships that the players created during character creation, and is something that happens in the past before they made their way to Golshan's place. For the purposes of tonight, I was going to say something I completely forgot. It's fine, it might come back to me. I'm thinking about the intro that I really wanted to keep. But anyway. Hello, I'm Wondering DM. I'm Simon, and you see him pronouns. I will be the GM for tonight. I will throw the mic at my players. Whoever wants to go first goes, while I keep trying to remember the thing I forgot.
I'll go first. My name is Hannah. I use she, her pronouns. And tonight I'm playing Asa, the Witcher of the Wicker and the Witcher. And Asa uses he, him pronouns. And super excited for this little mini session. Cannot wait.
Hi, I'm Sai, he, him. I'll be playing Joanna Wicker, the Wicker of the Wicker and the Witcher, who is she, her. And I can't wait to worry about both continuity and canon, so...
Oh no, continuity.
Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. So, this being a short story that takes place at a certain point in time before the events of our campaign, we will not be using exact dates during any of the short stories. So imagine it is set before everything happens in the campaign. Reminder that the war with Nilfgaard ended not so long ago, so these events would probably take place. Like, all of the short stories would probably, well, some of them anyway, with the shorter lived characters, would take place around, like, The Witcher 3 in essence. This story, however, does not take place in the north, because Joanna is not from the north, even though she traveled there before, which is the subject of another story. Our little tale tonight will start in Nilfgaard, in the city of Metna. But before we get there, before we dive into Metna and launch our tale, our protagonists tonight, Joanna and Asa, in the main campaign, it just so happens that Joanna witnessed something supernatural, something monstrous, something that requires the aid of a witcher. And this is not the first time that Joanna has needed the help of a witcher. This tale harkens back to a moment in Johanna's past while she was working at a workshop in the city of Metna in Nilfgaard. Joanna, can you describe to me this workshop, this place that is your own, or that you have made your own?
Sure. The workshop is kept simple, or as simple as messy can be. There's piles of materials here and there, of which only Joanna knows the contents. However, the tools are good, old, used, but good. They've been shown love. The wood's been well treated. The metals, any weaknesses, any indentations, carefully maintained. After all, Joanna doesn't have a lot to her in the worldly sense, so she's got to make what she has last. But it's gone to a point that she's been here long enough that it's hard to let roots not set in. There is a bit of personality. There's her little favorite snacks, little dried meats and fruits, littered on a side table when she needs a little boost of energy. There is a bag full of loose scrap things she's found along the way or traded for that she's planning to melt down, if only to make some nails to sell on the side, just keep things moving. It's honestly the busyness of the workday that kind of just keeps things moving along and forward, and little by little, maybe as recently as maybe a week or two ago, she's been able to actually fully relax a little bit, let her shoulders stretch and move, and just enjoy the work for the work's sake. Nothing else.
You have had very few customers today. It's a rather warm day outside. It's beautiful. The streets are crowded with, if not travelers, then locals just enjoying the outdoors and, to some extent, the wealth of the Nilfgaardian Empire. But no one really wants to go in a forge where it's hot, where it's dirty. But you've had a few people, like a few curious customers that came in, sort of, poked around, not really interested in anything. And as your workday winds down, you finally have, for the first time today, a customer that comes up to you first, and not the other way around. It is a one-eyed man. His head shaved, except for like a little bit of stubble. He's got this big, thick, waxed mustache, like the strongman mustache. No beard. You notice on his neck, there's like it looks like a serpent, maybe a dragon tail tattoo coming upward, and then it plunges inside his tunic, and can't see anything else. He's got a fat purse. It's pretty evident. Hanging on his belt, the jingle of coins almost announced his entrance before the man's loud, booming voice echoed throughout your workshop. Oi! Blacksmith!
Hi! Welcome, sir. Sorry for the heat. Gotta keep the forge running, but what can I help you with?
Oh, heat suits me just fine. Actually, I am in the market for something to bring some heat. I've been woefully disarmed by some uncouth brigand, and I need to teach them a lesson. I have here, and he holds his purse, enough coin that I'm fairly certain I can afford pretty much anything that you make here. What's your specialty, by the way?
Well, to that end, sir, you've come to the right place. Joanna, that's me being, of course, Joanna.
Joanna.
Yeah, I can make you anything you might need. If you want some of the normal stock, we got a couple options over here, and she'll kind of pull out from a shelf a couple weapons she has on hand. She doesn't like to make weapons too much, but they are a staple, and you'll always find the eager-eyed young man who wants to feel like a hero, or maybe a dagger for the young farmer who wants to keep a little bit of safety ready and ready to go. However, if you're looking for more accentuated, more decorated work, it's I'll be honest with you, sir. It's not my specialty, but if you want, like, I don't know, perhaps a hilt as magnificent as that mustache you carry, I could give it a shot. A custom job, as it were.
That's interesting. Well, to be fair, at this very juncture, I just need something to whack a villain with. Do you have
Gotcha.
anything in amongst the things that you've shown him? And I'm asking you, Tai, also out of game. Is there a bludgeoning weapon?
Oh, easily. That's the easiest one to make. I don't have to put an edge on it. Let's see.
Would it
You
be,
thinking two-handed, one-handed?
Oh, I like one-handed.
You want something simple with a bit of reach? She'll kind of move to the back, and she has like a line of like laundry by an open window, and she takes the laundry off, and the stick that was using to be propped up is actually some kind of like it's like a long quarterstaff with like metal ends on the bits. So wooden base, leather wrapping with heavy metal ends for like bashing people's heads.
Oh. We'll assume stats wise it's going to count as an iron staff in the book for the purposes of, you know, what it is. And just so you know, Joanna, a staff like this can sell for 675 crowns, though in Nilfgaard there's a kind of an exchange rate. It's basically everything is like, if you look for the purposes of our adventure tonight, and you know, maybe the continuation of this short story, who knows, while in Nilfgaard you take any prices from the book and you divide it by 3. So the Nilfgaardian florin is worth 3 times the Northlander crown.
Gotcha.
So in this case, you would sell it for like 325.
Math. No one told me there'd be math. In this
225. 225. See, I suck at math. Yeah, I recently had to do a lot of conversion to Nilfgaardian stuff for the adventure I was writing. So, you know.
That's going to be my thing. Every time we buy something in crowns, I'm going to say how much it is in Nilfgaardian marks or whatever.
Yeah, florin. They're florin.
Florins. Yeah, an iron staff then, as it were.
325. Can you give me your choice of awareness or business?
I'll do business. I actually have points in that one. $16, not a bad start.
I have described the man's purse as hefty, jiggling,
bulgy even.
Bulgy. Not bulgy enough to contain over 300 crowns, 300 florin, that's for sure.
Okay.
There might be 150, 175 tops in there. It looks full, but it might also be the way he's been holding it. This staff in itself is probably not something this man can afford.
Gotcha. Is there... First, I guess, I want to assess 2 things. One, does he have anything of value on him I can see that might be able to be put up as additional compensation? And how much of a first shiny buyer, like, oh, that's the one I want. Like, you walk into a car dealership, it's like, and the dealer can see, he loves the car, this is going to be easy.
Can I hijack your sheet for a second?
Absolutely, go for it.
Thank you. I had to note down the names.
Yeah, of course. The first names were vetoed, by the way.
So the belt that he was wearing, and I'll keep your 16 business for that.
Okay.
The belt he's wearing is one of those thick, double-layered leather belts. In itself, it might be worth upwards to 50 crowns. It's used, though. You can see that the man has a certain toned, muscly shape, if you will. Kind of a barrel-chested, but kind of a semi-flat barrel type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And yet on both sides, so right above his hips, you notice that like the leather has bent over time, probably because he's had to move like left, right. The front is well kept. You could be, a not so discerning eye could think that maybe you could get a nice price for it. But definitely you're more expert. Your expertise tells you that, if there are those little flaws here and there might be more. You haven't seen the back. The buckles seem to be not brand new, but not rusted, not grimy or covered in, dried blood or anything like that. All in all, with all if he gave you his belt, and if your more conservative estimate of the money he has works, he would be a little short for the Iron Staff.
Tell me, what is it you do, friend? Being beset by brigands and walking around with, with a certain swagger, as it were.
Hi. I'm, shit, I need to find the name. I'm sorry, I had the name, and then I don't have them anymore.
All good, all good.
I believe this is the...
Oh, the train's coming.
No, it's not them. Give me a second. It's a regiment that I need to figure.
Oh, there's that cannon I was worried about.
Yes, there's that cannon. But it's a relatively new cannon.
Okay. God, I need to play Witcher eventually. It's been on the to-do list forever.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I believe they're with Nilfgaard. I'm sorry, folks. Give me just a quick second. I will get you what...
How is everyone's day going?
Yeah, please
Good.
vamp for me.
Yes. I haven't played Witcher, but I've always been fascinated with, and I love Mass Effect, I love the BioWare games, so it's always been on my to-do list. And then I got stuck in that I've heard the first game is rough, but as a kind of a completionist, I wanted to should I still play it? And everyone's advising, just go to Wild Hunt, go to number 3.
Just watch a playthrough or a lore video of the first game. It is so
rough.
Okay,
It's as rough right here.
He is part of the Iron Falcons.
Iron Falcons.
Yes.
Sounds rough and tumble.
The Iron Falcons are not Nilfgaardians. They're from the north. Can you give me an education roll? Because he says it with a certain pride. He's like, used to be an Iron
16.
Falcon.
It's consistent tonight.
Yeah. So it's a mercenary group.
Huh.
In our modern days on Earth, we would have called these people the Landsknecht. The Land Knights. They're they in our world were German mercenaries that wore these big, poofy, colorful outfits with little slash, it's all dual colored, and so you have one layer of sleeve that's slashed, and you see the other color underneath it, and they play on contrasts a lot. For the purposes of the players anyway, I sent you the link to images. But the Iron Falcons, they're technically the enemy. But he said he was ex-Iron Falcon.
Iron Falcons, you say? Now, what happened to your... I assume accomplished mercenaries such as yourself wouldn't be walking around unarmed. Did they get the jump on you?
Well... Can I look at the staff?
Sure. Here you go, friend. And I'll hand the staff over.
So he like kind of puts it up, right, and leans a bit on it, turns it this way and that, and you can see in his face that he's trying to delay the answer, maybe because it's a little bruised to his ego or something. Let's see if you're
Look.
still very consistent. Can you give me human perception?
Human perception. Less consistent.
Yeah, he's holding back. He doesn't want to go into the details. It might be a little too hurtful.
Seeing that kind of response, didn't mean to pry, friend. Just understanding the customer and their needs helps me kind of help better provide what you might be looking for. Now, for this staff, it's going to be about, I believe you said 675 crowns.
Yeah, so 225 in florin.
225 florin.
He looks at his purse, like gives it to you, ends it over, and goes, "There's about 180 in there. Would you mind helping a mercenary out? Maybe I could come back, pay you the difference with interest." They didn't rob me of my money, but they robbed me of everything else, including my dignity. A man's dignity is worth a lot. Mine's priceless. I once I have it back, I can.
A man's dignity is priceless, and you don't get that easily refunded, friend. You'll need help. And I look at the staff. It has been sitting in the shop for a while. I mean, weapons are expensive, and it's so much so that it's not even on display. She's using it for laundry. Tell you what, friend. You go back and get your dignity. You find any additional funds along the way. Heck, some of the old. Maybe you grab the whatever scrap metal those bandits are using for weaponry, and you bring it back to me so I can melt it down, get a little more raw supply. You're an honorable man, aren't you? I can take you at your word.
He's speechless for a second and goes, "You are probably the nicest, most understanding person I've ever met."
No, none of that. None of that. You're still paying for it, and I expect you to make good on it. But it's a hard year.
I don't get why. I mean,
it's an investment, friend. I'm as greedy as the rest of the merchants on this row. I expect my money.
No, not that. It's just now that I've met you, I've always kind of weird that she wants you dead, you know? And he takes the staff and he swings it at you.
Oh, shit.
Can you give me dodge?
This is why capitalism exists. When we give out things for free, it's bad. People just turn evil.
Need a 15 or above.
On dodge. Where is dodge again? Please remind me.
That's under reflexes.
Reflexes. Dodge and escape. Ooh, I'm not good at this one. I need to beat a what?
Oh, you need to beat a 15. Because that's
that did not make the cut. I could blow all my luck on this, but that's almost all my luck. I think it's more dramatic if I get smacked.
Cool. Let me just... there we go. He swings, hits, and you will take 3d6, well, 12 damage, but it's a random location. To your torso. Basically, he just takes the staff and with the butt of it just like shoves it in your belly.
Okay, 12 damage to my torso. How do I do this?
So if you have, you're wearing your gambizon while you work. Are you wearing your gambizon while you work?
Would someone wear a gambizon while they do blacksmithing?
Well, I mean, you could wear a heavy leather apron to protect yourself from sparks and everything. The gambizon is a bit more flammable.
Right. I would assume then, for the purposes of this, that only my torso would actually be covered. So he probably struck me at exactly the only armored spot I have on me currently.
Okay. Let's say that the big leather apron you have is the same armor value, right? So
Sounds
12 minus that armor value of 5, so you lose 7 hit points, and then the 5 becomes a 4.
All right. And I will just modify the HP directly to 33. And this will be turned into a 4.
Yeah.
Ooh, not good.
What is your reaction to this before we go into initiative?
Trying to be understanding, trying to be nice. And honestly, it's not because Joanna's selfless and generous and a saint. It's honestly, she's been on the run for a while. Cheapskates, liars, and snake oil salesmen get run out of town a lot faster. It is actually part of her, like, being able to have a community, have a network of people she can trust and, like, get information from is part of her survival strategy while she's been on the move. Make people like her, that's honestly the best defense against hearing about people who don't like her. So, being taken off guard like this, as the butt of the staff is slammed into her chest, she stumbles back. Definitely surprised, winded, but now putting 2 and 2 together that her sister, her dear sister, has not given up on this shameful crusade of hers, hunted down her own blood. She will. I think she's become lax in her like time being here. She's actually become entrenched enough to have her own little shop, but she was just showing him like she had a sword here. So I think she's gonna grab the sword and go and strike back.
All right, then we'll use this as the initiative. Basically, this is gonna be your turn, and then I'll react and everything. So give me, it's a swordsmanship. And so in The Witcher, we're also using this as a tutorial for combat. When you attack with a weapon, you get to choose, if it's a melee weapon anyway, between a fast attack, fast strike, strong strike, charge. If you are wielding 2 weapons, you could do a joint attack, but this requires you to have a weapon each end. So fast strikes means that you're going to make 2 attacks this turn. If you choose a strong strike, you have a penalty that the Roll20 will apply anyway to it, so you don't have to worry about it. But if you hit, you do double damage. You choose. If you do fast strikes, by the way, you're going to have to roll twice. I don't think the sheet will make you roll twice.
I see. Now, Joanna is not made for quick movement and reflexes. She's not great at it. And she honestly doesn't really have any swordsmanship skills. There's one fighting skill she's good at, but it's best at range. So I think she'll just go for fast strikes. She's just tried to get a hit in rather than get a good hit in. So we'll try to see how it works.
Cool.
No extra action. Iron longsword.
Okay, I'm just gonna stop the music for a second because it seems to be bugging. Oh, there we go. Fixed. Okay. So yes, Roll20 will ask you a bunch of questions.
He was asking me a lot of questions.
Yes.
2 12s.
Okay, so it rolls the both automatically. I didn't remember. And then you can click on location to know which. Yeah, and then click again the second time. So you are basically just hitting his right leg twice. He needs to block this, which thankfully it's the same roll I had before. So your first attack was a 12, your second attack was a 12. I basically need to be a 12 to dodge, to block initiative. Well, I guess he's going to parry the first. So he's going to have the parry penalty on there. Because...
What if I die in the prequel, guys?
That'd be weird, wouldn't it?
That would be awkward.
This is my new character.
We can talk about that during break. what
Joanna?
happens if you fall during the
What?
prequel. Okay, so the first one is a 12. Ties goes to the defense. So unless you want to burn a point of luck.
You know what? I will burn a point of luck. Joanna could use a little bit of luck right now.
Cool. Can you roll your sword's damage then? Because this is the right leg.
Sure.
Once you've rolled the damage, we're gonna subtract his armor, which is none. Oh,
16 damage.
16. So an 8 in this case because it's on a leg.
Oh, interesting. When I click the weapon, I think it gives me an option for the attacks with it.
Yes, indeed. Might as well go with the weapon first then. Next time.
Yeah. We're learning.
Where's my little friend? He's over here.
Throws the butt of the staff in my chest. Winded, I grab the sword and just like go for a low strike. Trying to like.
He
If he
tries.
gets after me, then I can run.
He tries to deflect the blade. He underestimated you by a long shot.
These are Smith and arms.
You slice open his right thigh and then go in for the second swing of your fast attack. This time he's just trying to block it. He's not. Oh, because it's a 1. It's a reverse exploding die.
His bonus is higher than my entire roll.
So, but a 13 minus 6, so that's a 7. 7 versus a 12. You rolled 5 higher, which means I believe it's part of a baby crit.
Baby crit.
Yeah. Let me just get all my pages up here. Criticals.
Would you crit a baby?
That's not the same. You need to beat it by a 7, which 12 minus, that's a 6. If you want to spend a point of luck, you would beat it by a 7. I mean, I will let you do it because it's your first combat.
Sure.
Normally, we're way too
That's
far
fun.
gone to...
I normally don't use my luck resource to the extreme, so might as well burn it now. It'll make everything later more dramatic.
All right. So roll for that damage, and then we'll do
Alrighty.
everything else that goes with it.
16.
Ooh. Plus, so there's a bonus damage that cannot be stopped by armor. So we're good. Technically, we would add it after his armor, but he doesn't wear armor on his legs. So a baby crit adds 3 damage to this. So it's a 19, and 19 halved. No, sorry. The bonus damage from crit comes after the halving. So it's 16, 8, 8 plus 3, 11. 11 plus the 8 damage he took earlier. It's 19. He's at 1 HP. And the crit that you got is a sprained leg. The blow sprained his leg, making it difficult to walk and maneuver. He has a -2 to speed, to dodge, and to athletics.
Oh, I just realized Joanna's not fast. I probably can't outrun this guy.
And he needs to make a stun save, I believe.
Oh, I also have something regarding that, actually. After you finish your stuff, I'll tell you what that is.
Yeah, no problem. Well, go. I'll do the stun after. Go ahead.
Go. Oh, it is because of one of my life events. I literally have anxiety as a life event. So, because I suffer from anxiety attacks, because stressful things happen to me for a reason, I have to make a stun save every 5 rounds in times of stress.
This is the second round.
So we're doing it so at the 5th round I'll make the save?
Yep.
Rather than do it at the very beginning and then a 5-turn countdown.
No,
Okay.
so basically, if something happens, because 5 rounds is more or less 30 seconds, right? So something must happen for about 30 seconds around you for you to
Gotcha. No, it doesn't immediately pop off. Okay, good to
No,
know.
that's it, because it would be a little too, way too deadly as a flaw if you froze on the first round, because first round of combat is often
Yeah,
when...
that would suck.
Yeah. So with a sprained leg and also almost dying at 1 HP, he
Ooh.
falls to the ground holding his leg, swearing in the common tongue.
Kick the staff out of his reach.
Fucking bitch! Now I know why she wants you to... you don't fight fair! Couldn't just fucking lie down! Ugh.
I'll fight however I need to fight to stay alive, you bastard. Tell me, was it my sister who sent you?
What would you think? I should have asked for more. It's Maud, of course it's Maud. You don't have any other sisters, or she didn't tell me about other sisters than you. And he, as he like moans in pain, you can see him begin to just fade away. Just as a city guard pokes his head in. I heard a commotion. Is everything all right, ma'am? Ooh.
I was attacked by this mercenary. Able to fight him off, thankfully. Caught him unawares, but he looks like he's in rough shape.
Well, I see that. And he's going to do something to this body, but we're gonna have to wait a bit before we see what happens next. Because we're going to transport ourselves to the south. A little bit further south of Metna. We are in a region called the Scentlock, the 100 Lakes. It's a marshy region, a place that, as its name suggests, has a lot of lakes. Miltracta is also the other name for it. There is apparently like rumors, legends of a magical tower that appears somewhere in here sometimes when, you know, the stars are right and the fate of the world is at risk. But that is not why our Witcher is in this region. There were other Witchers in this region searching for this tower a long time ago, but this time, it's Asa of Maribor, who recently took on a contract. I would like to know, Asa, and I'm putting you on the spot, what kind of contract would Asa have taken on that would have brought him, well, I guess north compared to where you were normally?
Mm-hmm.
To the Miltracta region. What are you
I
hunting?
think I don't know that Ace is hunting anything specific. I think Ace is more just hunting work, because Asa is looking for purpose, and for a Witcher, a lot of the time purpose comes in the form of contracts, like whatever he'll find, and when you're just starting out, you have to take whatever is available. Like, it's lucky if another, you know, another Witcher or another Joe Schmo hasn't already taken this, like, Drowner contract or something. Maybe this one was a little more dangerous than just a simple Drowner contract, and so it's still hanging up there on the contract board. But for the most part, he's just sort of looking for something that makes him feel like he's accomplishing something and sort of working his way up in the world towards something better. He wants a little bit of notoriety on his name and maybe a little bit of coin, because right now, most people, when they look at him, they just see a kid, you know?
Yeah. I mean, because he's a kid. The contract you would have taken on to brave the region of the Scentlock, to look for specific reagents for an alchemist in Metna. The man
So
was
my-
rich enough to send out contracts or demands, or requests, I should say, to a lot of the surrounding major towns. You have met some people on the road to the Hundred Lakes, who were coming back empty-handed, saying that the contract was, it's a con, it's impossible, it's a grift, it doesn't exist. You can't find what he's looking for there. And yet, as a witcher, you would know where to look. Perhaps that some people aren't quite as adept as you might be at finding actual rare plants or other or reagents. The one thing he's asking for is mandrake roots. Which is not it's a rare herb, definitely. Not the most impossible to find. But you also know that he's looking for the root, not the plant. And most people probably can't differentiate a mandrake root from, let's say, ginger.
Or
The contract
allspice.
pays... Oh, yep, sorry.
Oh no, I said or allspice.
Or allspice. The contract pays in two things: money and services. The alchemist offers to brew to whoever will bring enough. He's asking for 10 units, which is a lot. Because it's... Granted, you have an area to work with, where apparently a lot of mandrake grows. But you also know that this is like a task that'll take clearly like a week or something to do. It's not that easy, and most people probably can't just rough it up for a week, sleeping under the stars, digging plants in a marsh. You can. And I mean, this alchemist is willing to concoct any one potion, lotion, unguent, whatever the people that bring the mandrake back requires. For most people, figure if a random Joe Schmo gets all the mandrake and gives it, hands it over, they'll probably ask for, I don't know, some hair loss tonic or some, ED medication or something like that. In your case, what you would ask the alchemist would probably also be a fun challenge for them. If you are willing to ask them to make Witcher potion. But they can do a bit of everything, maybe. They have enough money to send messengers in Forgeham, Claremont, and Venenda, which, So we find Asa in that marsh. Mud all the way up to your ankles. Can you give me, and we'll start a description with the result of that check, but can you give me wilderness survival?
Sure. 18.
And you needed an 18. Can you grab a d6, please? And just give me, a d3, if you will.
1.
So as we focus on Asa of Maribor, up to your ankles in mud. You are plucking your first mandrake root. Sun is setting-ish. It may be mid-afternoon by that time. And you've been searching for like 4 hours. I would like to know, Asa, what do you do then, once you found your first out of 10?
I found the first one out of 10.
Yep. And it took you about 5 hours.
I'm gonna put it in my satchel. Disgusted. You know, this is not what I imagined myself doing. This is not what I imagined, like, the exciting life of a witcher on the road would be. All the adventures that I've done before this, all the adventures, I say, that I've done before this have been, you know, the promise of something way more exciting and dangerous, and this is a fetch quest, you know? And I'm tired. But, you know, I'll put the root in my satchel and, like, sort of click my tongue for my horse to come along. My poor horse, who's also covered in mud and tired, as we continue to make our way through these bogs, I guess, towards, you know, we're looking for plants, and we're not super happy about it, but money is money, and, you know, potion ingredients are potion ingredients, and if we can get something out of it, then maybe we'll have better luck in the next town. There'll be something better.
As you complain internally about your low levelness in life, can you give me an awareness roll? Or I would say, or Witcher training.
I'm not complaining internally. I'm actually complaining externally to
it's
my
external.
horse.
Okay.
He has to hear all of this.
Poor horse.
My awareness. Now you've just my horse's name has just left my head. Her name was Laufey.
Laufey.
That's a 25 for awareness.
You're on your horse. You've made your way a few paces away from where you were a couple minutes ago. You look down and see just a very brief glint through the murky water. Like the sun just hit it just right. And when you sort of do a double take, look a second time, there's a skull down there. In fact, not just a skull, there's a whole body, because it's a 25. The thing that's glinting is a golden tooth. That body is in a bad stage of decomposition, but the bog, especially now that it's, you know, completely immersed in water and mud, slowed down the process a bit.
Yeah, but gold is gold. So, whoa. Just gonna pull back the reins on the horse and slide off and, like, crouch down into the mud. I mean, he's already covered in mud at this point.
At this point.
So, sort of like dig out the body and see if he can get the gold tooth out of the skull.
What's your base in physique?
My base, I have in physique is a 0, but that would be
Your body.
what is a body is a 9.
Okay, so base 9. You can drag the body out of the bog. It makes a sound as you pull it out. Takes a bit of time for you to drag them. It's a man of average build, average height, wearing Well, now it's just disgustingly covered in mud and everything, but they look like they were at some point colorful clothing. Big poofy sleeves that were slashed, to show a different color underneath. Like this person was also an Iron Falcon, but you don't know that. The tunic has been sort of torn open in the front.
Mm-hmm.
The face is contorted, frozen in a sort of confused expression. Sort of, and it's that mouth open that, in that expression that you see the tooth. A lot of people have fake teeth in the world. Very few people are able to afford actual gold. And that had the glint of actual gold. You've seen teeth before. You've seen gold before. 1 + 1. I'm not going to ask you to roll to extract it. But I'm going to use your 25 awareness as you work on the body. You notice, because you're basically like holding the face, right? To get the tooth out.
Yeah.
You're holding the face and you notice there's like a big kiss mark, like lip balm on.
He still has that much skin?
Yeah. He's not like a skeleton. He must have died. Well, you know what? Give me Witcher training.
Okay. $33?
Okay.
I'm a really good Witcher.
If not for the bog, you would think this person died maybe yesterday or the day before.
Wow.
The bog slowing the decomp because there's no, flies can't get to it or anything like that. Even though he smells horrible because of, the slurry of internal organs, might have been killed 3, 4, 5 days ago. But the mark here on the upper cheek, if you will, on the cheekbone, there's another one down here. And another one down lower, up to where the shirt was torn open.
I'm gonna peel open the shirt just a little bit to see if I can see it going any lower. I'm not gonna go too low, but I want to see if it goes any lower.
As you peel it to go lower, you notice there's a stab wound in his gut.
Trusted somebody a little too much, didn't you? Wow. That's what you get for trusting people, I suppose. Open up.
Yeah. You pulled a thing out. You've got the tooth, and what do you do with the body afterwards?
Well, first I'd like to sort of, because he's been in a swamp, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to, touch the lipstick on his cheek and see if it smudges, if I touch it.
Not anymore. If you press very hard on it to try to smudge it yourself, it does a wee bit. Like it's.
So it's not like that it's been burned in or something.
No, but it's
okay. And I can't smell anything on this guy except for decomposition, right?
Yes, but I will say, now that you've got a little bit of that lipstick on your fingers,
and
your fingers are, I guess it could have happened during the looking him up, but your medallion vibrates softly.
If I bring my fingers closer to the medallion, it does it.
If you bring, or if you bring the medallion now to Like, I mean, it needs to be within, you know, I don't know, like 4 or 5 inches
Okay.
to register. It's very faint
And
magic.
it's a stab wound that this guy has? It looks like a stab wound from a blade?
You've got a 33 in your Witcher training. It's made to look like a blade. But is in reality a hand?
There's a slight size difference between a hand and a blade, but
Yes. But it's like if someone had taken, you know, someone with like a small hand, maybe claws.
Mm-hmm. And the
Would've-
kiss mark on his neck, is it just a kiss mark? Or is the lipstick covering up something else?
Lipstick's not covering anything. But with your
Okay.
33 in Witcher training, his expression coupled with the lipstick,
Right.
there are monsters that use seduction to hunt.
Yes.
But
Mhm.
more often than not,
They're not really
succubi
swamp
won't-
creatures.
They're not swamp creature.
Yeah.
You are just a few miles away from the city of Metna. A city
True.
is often enough where
Very sexy city.
succubi and where succubi and or incubi would
But you said there
hide.
wasn't any like burn marks or anything on this guy.
No, no fire. Which, you know, yes, they can hurl fireballs if they want. They can burn people.
This one didn't.
This one didn't.
And he's definitely been like robbed. He doesn't have anything on him that would let me know, apart from what he's wearing, that would let me know who he is. Like,
Give me, give me education, just like with.
not that I think he has like a wallet on him or something, but
No, this person has been.
28.
cleaned of- Wow, what is going on tonight?
I've read a book
Yeah,
about
well,
this guy specifically.
you read his life. No, he's wearing the condottiere. Anyway, the Iron Falcon uniform.
Okay.
This person is way too far south. I mean, they're mercenaries, sure, but they normally fight for Edern. You heard about them from things that you've read about the war and the battle of the siege of Vengerberg.
Mhm.
And they were
What are you
there
doing all the way out here?
in their flashy like outfits and everything.
Sure. Okay,
They
look at
are.
these
I'll
colors.
also add this. They are very rich mercenaries. Very wealthy mercenaries.
All right. Well, are there any tracks around him? And I know it's like 5 days old, but I don't think there would be anybody. Not a
would
lot of people
come
going
around.
through here that would, that
Well,
would spoil tracks.
you have like the people that you've met on the road that came back from, but in your mind, it wouldn't add up to them being here. You can quickly dismiss them as being some of the suspects. Can you give me?
This guy has-
Well, wilderness or yeah, let's do wilderness survival.
Okay. 24.
Oh yeah, you noticed the tracks. You noticed the tracks so well that you noticed that some of these tracks are hooves. Some of these hooves are bipedal.
Huh, okay.
Except
Well,
with all of your rolls, you also notice something. Those tracks are fake. They don't match the weight that a succubi would have or an incubi would have. And there are little imprints that sort of trail behind those hooves. Someone is pretending to have hoofs and is leaving the scene.
All right, well, Luffy, let's follow this track. Why am I signing to you? You're a horse. You don't understand that. Come here. So he'll get back on the horse and start to follow the tracks, the fake succubus tracks.
They lead north to the city of Metna.
Into the city?
Eventually, you lose them as the road becomes more not paved, because the
Champed.
Metnese don't really like pavement. They like their horses a lot, and so they're gonna have they have streets made for horses more than humans. So it's just like packed dirt to the point where there's barely any like dust on it. Often, a lot of horse poop though. But eventually, it just gets too hard to follow. But you are on the road to Metna, and you're maybe like by the time you lose all the tracks, especially with a 24. You're like a half hour's walk away from the city.
Yeah. Let's, here we go. Heading into the city. Now, in the city of Metna, what kind of merchants are there?
We'll keep your 28 education for this. There's a bunch of different merchants. You would find... So the city of Metna is... I mean, it's not Novigrad, okay? It's not what we would call like a metropolis in this world, right? It still is an imposing city, a very wide city. You have room between buildings. The Metna being, for the most part, plains, they just took up a lot of room. There's a section of the city that's been walled, and then like the outer city, if you will, isn't walled, but it's not like it's not like suburbs. They're not places where the rejects of society would live, or like in the north where anyone who's a non-human would be forced to live outside the walls or anything like that. It's just in this case, it's more like, well, there's old Metna, there's new Metna, and old Metna happened to have been walled in, probably before the Nilfgaardian conquest, or, because of the Nilfgaardian conquest, and the rest grew around. You will find in Metna the only temple to Epona in the world. It's not an organized religion, but Epona is the patron deity of Metna and of the the people that founded Metna. And another thing, which is kind of a weird link, let's say, to the actual campaign, but many of the buildings of old Metna have a very werebub-inspired architecture. As werebubs there was a lot of werebub settlements in the mountains just south of Metna. And so some of the humans, when they arrived, before they genocided the werebubs, were like, hey, cool houses, we're gonna build our houses kind of like yours but bigger, and then wipe you out. There are a lot of taverns, but with a 28 in education, you've heard, like, it's almost like bard level of hearing things. You've heard the name of one tavern before, the Smiling Stallion. That's apparently like the upscale place to be in Metna. The kind that perhaps wealthy mercenaries could spend their crowns or florins at?
Sure. In addition to that, though, I'm specifically looking for a cobbler. Is there one of those in town?
Can you give me... Do you ask around first?
Well,
Or
I'd
are you
ask
just-
another merchant.
Okay, so you're just you are in the city by that point.
Yeah.
Okay. People have been looking at you, kind of weird. Sometimes muttering like, "Oh, Witcher, Witcher, no work for a Witcher. Why is there's a Witcher in town?" The merchants, you know, so long as you look like you're about or wanting to buy something, they're very open, very friendly. When they realize you're not here to buy anything or you can't afford what they sell, they tend to sort of close up. There is a cobbler in town, a woman. She does a bit of everything. By the name of Joanna Wicker.
All right. I'll keep that in mind.
Especially if you want like armored shoes. Otherwise, there are leather workers that live outside the city walls because, you know, next to tanneries. It smells. It's not good.
No, I don't think leather would be useful for this. It'd have to be something sturdier. I guess we'll go to the tavern first, just to ask around.
You're on your way to the tavern. We see you. You know, the camera remains on the street as you hop on your horse and begin to walk down the main thoroughfare to eventually the Smiling Stallion. But as this happens, we're just going to turn a corner in another street. To have the city guard just poke his head in, ask you if everything all right. I was in the neighborhood, there's commotion. Sees the body. Do you know who he is? Do you know who that was?
A mercenary. From his introduction, it could have been a line about all the prestige, but he does seem like a well-practiced sort.
He's bleeding out.
So he is.
I don't know how to staunch bleeding, do you? I mean, otherwise, I'll call a cart and we're just gonna haul him up to the pauper's graves. I mean, we're
Give me
not
a
going to
second.
arrest a corpse.
Joanna will first pick up the lovely delivery. It's so nice for her sister to send him her money via
There's
courier
no
like
money
this.
in that purse.
What?
It's all a bunch of steel scraps.
I throw it in the steel scrap pile. I will grab
It's worth 1 unit of iron in case you...
1 unit of iron.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. I will take a rag, the cleanest rag I can find, and I will attempt to staunch the bleeding.
All right. Give me that first aid.
$12. Not my best one.
No, but considering this is simple crit, I think you've got it. Let me see. Hey, crit, come back. Stabilizing simple crit is a 12. It requires
Oh.
2 turns. Oh no, wait, that's the healing hands thing.
Oh, I don't have healing hands.
No, that's a... Okay, it's first aid equal to the healing hands DC. Yeah, there's no like penalty or modifier for you to do this. So at least now he's stable. The guard says, "Oh, take you off your hands. Those are some nice pants, though."
His pants?
Huh?
Are you talking about his pants, I'm assuming?
Yeah, his pants. They look... I mean, I'm not into the whole dual color thing, but they look expensive. You can see in the
Right.
guard's face that, like, city watchman is probably not the most well-paying job ever.
Tell you what, friend. Had this creep come into my shop, pantsless.
He was pantsless, he was.
He was even missing a belt, even, and I'm like undoing the belt, and I'm gonna take the belt, and he can have the pants.
A naked man. That's. Yeah, I'll add that to his assault charges. He's probably going to go for the noose once he wakes up, if he does. And he, like the city guard, bends over to try to pick your attacker, the falcon, under like his shoulders and begins to drag him. He goes, yeah. No, I thought you were saying something. No, naked man. You are going to be okay, man. Are you?
Yeah. I'll just have a moment to myself. Thank you for coming to my aid. Appreciate it.
No problem.
If you ever need any of your weaponry sharpened or tended to, my services are yours.
I'll remember that. Asa, you hear a voice. It says, I'll remember that. As a man is dragging a dead, naked, strong man, I guess, with like a dragon tattoo that starts here and that goes down his chest, in sort of a big S symbol.
He's completely naked.
Yeah, the mercenary wasn't wearing any underwear underneath. He was going commando.
Damn. He was gonna kill me. I don't mind. Let him face the maker with his dignity.
He's got like an impromptu or an improvised bandage, like wrapping around his right leg, and you can see the blood is already seeping through the bandage and just filling it up. And another thing that you do notice, because he's not wearing pants, it's closer to his groin area are the same lipstick marks. Oh, yep, should have said that to, yeah, there are lipstick marks near his dick, Joanna. That was probably not as important for you than it could have been for.
Yeah, no, gross. I'm not looking at the guy's pecker. I'm just taking his belt. The pants situation the guard can handle.
Well, in that case, can I see clearly where the guard is coming from?
Yeah, he was coming out of a shop. What's the name of your workshop, Joanna?
Boy shoes, size 8.
What a weird name. No wonder you have no customers.
My armor shop, boy shoes.
Size 8. Size 7 was too big, small. Does it go
It's
up
already
and go
taken.
lower? It was already taken. They cut the rights first. I wanted 7, but someone beat me to it.
Yeah.
I think it would simply be, as much as she would love to put her name on the shop, she is kind of on the run. So, probably, I think something along the line of just either workshop or patch job or something like that. Something to kind of signal a little bit of
patch job is
the patch job.
A cool, yeah. The patch job it is then. He's coming out of the patch job.
All right. Well, time to head to the patch job then. Let's see what's going on over here.
The day's about to end. Shop's about to close. We're gonna go on break. And when we come back, Asa and Joanna might finally meet for the first time. Stick around, everyone. Don't forget, grab something to drink, something to eat, stretch, be merry, and we will be right back with the mystery of the naked mercenaries. everyone. And we're back. Hello. Do not mind the single D10. You wanna closing shop after this assault on you? Your stomach still kind of hurts.
Piece of shit.
When another customer walks in.
Another shadow looms my doorway.
That's one way to say it, I suppose.
I
Are
look
you
up.
the shoemaker?
Shoemaker. So Asa definitely looks like a kid. Is that correct?
I mean, not until you get close enough to see his face and see that it's very young. He is a tall dude. He's like 6'1", broad shoulders. So if you just see the
6'1"?
shadow of him in the big kid
Gotcha.
in the doorway, very imposing, obvious Witcher silhouette. But then if he comes closer and you see his face, you're like, oh, you're a baby under there. Like,
Oh, good baby face. Wait. So, is this like a kind of thing where it's like, oh, that's a Witcher? Like if you see the silhouette.
Give me education.
Well,
Education. Am I educated enough to know about Witchers?
Yeah.
Maybe. Probably.
I have a question for Asa then.
yes.
Is your medallion showing? Are your
Yes.
swords showing?
Yes. Medallion is out. Swords are out.
Then with
Hood
the
is up.
19, you notice the medallion, the two swords. Yeah, that's a Witcher. You know that they're, freaks and mutants, and they sometimes, will have like weird eyes or 3 arms or whatever. This one looks surprisingly normal, except tall person.
Weird for a Witcher. We're about to close up shop. You're asking for a cobbler.
Yeah. Are you? She?
It's a skill of mine. Why don't you come in and stop standing in the only exit out of this place?
And he'll step inside awkwardly, as he's told.
You'll have to forgive me, friend. My generosity for the day is a little spent, as it were. I'm assuming you're the one who's been needing the shoes, then.
Oh, I don't want shoes. I wanted to know if you have ever made specialized shoes for anyone.
Specialized shoes. Can you be a little more specific? I've done a bit of everything, to be honest.
Like whose? You would remember these shoes.
Right, but if you just say shoes, and that kind of covers the gamut now. Yes, I've made a shoe pair or two. I patched a couple up.
No, hooves. Like
Oh.
shoes where someone is trying to look like they're a horse, maybe.
Do I remember making something like that?
Do you?
Do I?
No, I mean, you don't.
I don't.
You don't.
Horseshoes under shoes.
But that wouldn't work because the horseshoe is so flat that the impress would make the shoe print as well. It would have to be something that's like a cut on the bottom of the shoe.
It would have to be raised in a fashion, correct. And also you'd be missing the additional weight. Distribution be off, you'd have to account for that.
So you know how to make them. You've just not made them before.
I can put the idea in my head together. I could probably come up with a prototype. But
Well,
I've never
do
made
you know anyone here who's made something like that? Or could make something like that other than you?
Possibly. At least I'm not the only craftsman in town. You just have to know your way around metal enough, and honestly, patch it to some leather, and you'd probably be in business. Can I make a roll to see if there is anyone I would be able to point towards?
You don't need to make a roll. You've been in Metna for a while. The only other cobblers that you can think of, they don't have the skill to make custom shoes like this.
I don't have the skill to make custom shoes like this.
Do you know who would?
No one in town, at least by my knowledge. You sure they were here?
Well, I followed them here.
Do you have the shoes with
tracks.
you?
No,
Oh, you're going off track.
I just followed the tracks. Yeah.
Okay. And you're sure these are weird hoof shoes and not like actual just hooves? Not down you, Witcher, sir. Just you're asking a lot of strange questions, and you don't have shoes to show for them either.
I know it's odd, but just trust me.
Once again, friend, little empty on generosity these days, including that of my trust. So, look, I don't think you're lying to me straight out. But to answer your question, I haven't made them. I might be able to if you're looking for a pair. And as far as I know, the people that I'm aware of in the town who could make something like that aren't good enough to yet. So, looks like you'll have to be searching somewhere else.
That man who was just dragged out of here, the naked
Oh yeah,
man.
the pervert.
Yeah. Where did he come from? Do you know?
She just kind of nudges the belt a little further underneath the counter, out of sight. He came looking for trouble. Told me he was part of a mercenary company, you know. Fed me a sob story about being jumped by some banditry. Asked for a weapon to test his, to get his revenge, test his mettle. And decided to point the metal in my gut instead, so,
He attacked you.
Oh, yeah. No worries. I got him good.
Did you do something?
Okay, now you're being a little nosy. You gonna buy
Well,
anything?
come now. Look. I found one of his buddies out in the swamp.
I don't
dead.
appreciate shadowy witchers who hide their faces in the darkness. Step into the light
Well,
if you're going to interrogate me like this.
I don't mean to interrogate you. And there's nothing to see really. I'm just asking a question. You know, some random person comes in, you claims he attacks you out of nowhere. I'm just trying to find someone who can make a specially. You know what? I'm sorry I disturbed you. And he starts to leave, or he starts to turn to leave. He's like, I'm sorry I disturbed you, but I really do need to know where he came from. Because if I know where he came from, maybe I can know where his buddy came from, or where he was trying to go. Why did they attack you?
Is there like a vibe check kind of roll?
That would be human perception.
All right, I'm vibe checking. 11.
With an 11, I would say, what are the vibes Joanna thinks Asa is giving?
Not showing her his face in the darkness, asking all these questions, prying into her personal business after she just got attacked. Nosy, pushy. Those are kind of the vibes I'm getting.
Okay.
Witcher business. Look, I'm not an NPC in your world.
Sketchy,
you can't push me around.
With an 11,
I have agency.
With an 11 perception, the vibe that this person might be associated with the pervert. You don't get that vibe from him.
Oh, not the pervert.
This person might have actually had an encounter similar to yours, and is probably just doing what Witchers do, which is asking questions and tracking, following tracks and everything. And you know, they work in mysterious ways. Perhaps this is how they work, and a lot of the stories and the tales and the songs about Witchers are just gross exaggeration, because in reality they're just like CSI.
Forgive me, friend. It's been a long evening. As I said, I was attacked earlier, so I'm a little on edge. You say you're looking for whoever made these things. I don't know, and I didn't make them myself, but perhaps I can find you someone who might. There's a bar or restaurant around here that a lot of the people who close up like to head off to, rest up, drink up before having to head back to their homes. Maybe you'll find your person there. In fact, I might be able to introduce you, or at least... Are you for hire?
Do you need a witcher? I mean, yes. Yes, I'm for hire.
I need a witcher by association. Does that make sense? I need people not to fuck with me.
Okay, well, I need people to talk with me. And that's something that you can tell that I'm not really that good at it. But you seem to know the people around here. What if you ask them if they know anything about these people, and I can do you a favor in return of some sort? Something that a witcher can do better than asking people about lipstick.
Lipstick?
You didn't notice?
Notice?
Well, the guy that just got dragged out of your shop, he had lipstick around his dick. You didn't see that?
I'm not in the business of looking at fellas' peckers.
Well, I'm not usually in the business of looking at people's dicks neither, but the guy that I found in the swamp, the one that I mentioned, that was like this guy, he also had lipstick stains on him. And I think that whoever killed his friend is in the city somewhere and might kill again. And I just need to know where they were staying, maybe where they might have encountered this person, and
So
why
this
they
is
were
how
here in
you
the
witchers
first
do your
place.
business. You go around asking questions on the hunt, as it were. Okay. I see where this is going. All right, you proposed it earlier. Fair is fair. I do know a bunch of people around the place. I think I've gathered enough favors to help you in your investigation. I would request a favor in return. In the meantime, we act chummy, I would like people to understand that if they fuck with me, they may be fucking with a witcher. You understand me?
Yeah, I get it.
Right. What's your name, by the way, friend?
Oh, I'm Asa.
Asa.
Of Maribor.
Yo, what? Asa of Maribor. Good to meet you.
You can just say Asa.
Asa it is. I'm Joanna. Joanna Wicker.
It's good to meet you, Yana.
Now, are you going to be under that hood? Oh, wait, you took the hood off?
No, he was holding out his hand to shake.
Yeah, I'll take the hand and shake it.
Okay, when you shake the hand, you notice that he does have sharp nails, which is a little weird.
Joanna's hands are like firm and very calloused. Like she's been working forks with her hands a lot. Ooh, pretty nails.
He'll retreat the hand very quickly.
All right, so I guess we're in business together then. Shall we start tonight or tomorrow? Because honestly, if we start tonight, I could use a drink, so we're going to be going to the bar to get a couple of them.
Well, let's go to the bar then. We got all night.
All right, just let me close up shop, and I'll meet you outside, all right?
Mm-hmm. He'll head outside to wait.
I will begin closing up shop, putting out the forge. I will also... I hesitate for a moment, but I will... How odd would it be to walk around with a crossbow on your back?
It's as strange as the dude next to you walking with 2 swords on his back.
Yeah, but it's a witcher. Witchers are strange.
Yeah, and you would look like some sort of perpetual hunter or an arbalest.
Arbalest.
Like,
okay, I'll take
just like
I'll take the sword and the crossbow as well. I take the bag. I empty out the scrap and hope I see a couple loose coins in there. From that I took from the mercenary.
Give me a luck roll.
Oh, that's not good for me. I've been spending my luck. It's a 1d10, right?
Yeah, I think you can just roll it straight on your character sheet. You just click on.
It's not...
Oh no, it won't let you. Yeah,
it won't let me.
You have to roll under your current luck.
Oh nope, it's over my normal luck anyway.
No, but there is a tiny little note.
I will toss the bag into the fire, or with all the stuff out of it, and pick up the note to read it. as the fire is dwindling down.
It's a little bit of paper, like roughly like this, right? Rolled up. It says, "Come back to me, my love, when the deed is done." M.
Oh. Ooh, Maud's gonna be pissed. Throw the note into the fire. I will exit out the shop. Is it like a brisk night, a warm night?
It's a warm night. It was a warm
Warm
day.
night?
It's going to be a warm night.
I will, instead of putting on my full gambeson, I think I would have taken some time to patch up the gambeson. Do I have enough time to just like recover that one armor point?
That would have been on the like apron you were wearing.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what I mean. I think instead of taking my full gambeson armor.
Oh, you want to just keep the apron on?
Weird, right? If I'm walking around fully armed and armored.
Well, a gambison is, again, a gambison plus a crossbow plus a
sword.
You would look like a fresh new recruit, maybe.
Okay. You know what?
Like
you know what?
on
I'll just take
leave?
my normal. I'll just take the gambeson and the armor. It's like I'm traveling with a witcher. It's probably going to end up in trouble. I don't know what this guy's bringing to my doorstep. All right, I'm ready to get shot at.
He'll get quickly back to his feet. He was sitting on the cobblestones, like cutting an apple with a knife and eating one piece himself and giving the next to the horse. And as soon as he hears Joanna's voice, he like scrambles, shoots up. He's like, "Yeah, let's head out. Let's head to the bar."
Oh, who's this guy?
This is she's my horse.
Oh, apologies. Who's this lady? What's her name?
Why do I forget my own horse's name all the time?
Something like Losha?
No,
It's like
it was Laufey.
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 This is Laufey.
She a nibbler? She's gonna nip me if I try to go.
Nah, she's sweet.
Then I will go. I will proceed to kind of like stroke the horse's mane and give her some scritches.
She enjoys that.
All right. It's just down the street here. Most of the shops are closing up, so a lot of the folks will be having some dinner. Folks also outside the town coming back after whatever it is, farm work, hunting, all that good stuff. You are looking for... Let's get our story straight before we get in there. You're looking for the maker of shoes that can make hooves, correct?
Well, I feel it'll be a little bit suspicious if I'm just asking around if these specialty shoes, you know, if these ones in particular at least, because what if the person who wore them is in there and hears me asking about them?
True. So what's your plan then? You're just going to ask for a couple... What does the Witcher recommend?
Well, this is a tough one.
Tough one. I thought this is what you do. Aren't you a Witcher?
No,
Isn't
this is what I
Witcherin?
do. This is what I do.
What? Are you new at this?
A little.
Oh my god, I got a baby Witcher on my hands. Ugh.
I'm not a baby. I'm
Figure of
19.
speech. At that, she fully stops and turns to look at you. Forgive me, son. Did you say 19?
I'm 19.
Is that 19 years of being a Witcher or 19 years?
19 years of being, period.
I wonder if Joanna's fast enough to just like take your hood off so she can see how young you look.
You can certainly do a reflex check, absolutely.
Oh, reflexes is not great. I'm gonna go for it.
Whatever it is.
Okay.
Not like in a way that that is aggressive, but just like now just like on the sheer curiosity, how young do you look?
That would be a brawling roll on your end.
Brawling. Ooh.
Yeah, that could be
Yes,
contested
sir.
with a dodge escape from Asa.
Ooh.
Sure. Let's brawl for this. Man, I should have put more points in reflexes. I am an arbalist first and foremost.
You're going to, realize, find out very soon how quick a Witcher can be.
Oh, is this an aim shot at the head?
No. No. We're not gonna tack on everything else. Just the basic.
Roll initiative.
Yeah. Get the hood off.
Let me do a strong strike because a fast strike is going to make me roll twice.
It's okay. I would take the first one because strong strike is going to.
Oh, does that apply a penalty?
Of some sort. Yeah.
It applies a
All right,
penalty.
let me rush through this. Oh, I'm off the map.
You reach out for the hood. If I
This is the
remember,
most obvious thing ever.
Ace-
Mouth
I'm gonna
again.
roll the dodge escape just to roll it because
yeah, Asa, are you on your horse?
no, I was on the ground because
the-
I was sitting on the ground
Oh,
eating
I
an
thought you were
apple.
okay. In my mind, you were talking and walking to the stallion.
Oh, well, the horse is like right next to me. Yana was
leading
petting
the horse by the reins.
Okay.
and we're leading it by the reins. Yeah. So let me do a dodge escape real quick, just for curiosity.
Oh,
I clip out of this sound and end up
I
in
can never
Rivia.
touch Asa again.
Like-
He's just
Joanna
permanently
actually
intangible.
rubber banded
Your
in
hand goes
real life.
straight through me.
There's just a weird ping issue between the two of you.
Little volleyball speech rotating above my head.
Now, as you go, maybe a little too tentatively, Joanna, to go for the hood because you're trying not to look aggressive.
I think it's more unconscious than anything. Like unconsciously, like I gotta see this, rather than like before I realize what I'm doing.
Before you even have your hand halfway towards Asa.
Oh, the hand starts to come for me, and with a 34, I'm just quick as lightning, grab the wrist. It's like, nope, absolutely not. And then let it go very gently. I did not mean to do that. That was a knee-jerk reaction, but it was very, very fast.
Sorry, 19 years. 19 years.
Yeah,
You're a kid.
I'm an adult. I'm an adult. I can drink ale and get married and join the army.
Real adults don't need to say I'm an adult. It is a fact taken up front. Sorry, I didn't mean to. You seem a little cagey, but it just seemed like, first off, Witcher, due of respect, of course, but also 19-year-old Witcher. Honestly,
19-year-old Witcher can be as deadly as any other Witcher.
Very true. Very true. Never seen a 19-year-old Witcher. Was really curious. So, apologies.
Every Witcher was 19 once.
Is that what Asa tells himself?
Joanna is actually like, she stops and like, that's very fair. I don't know how to respond to that.
I think it's at that point that the two of you get to the Smiling Stallion.
Hey.
It's this big, long house-like building. It's giving Skellige vibes.
Ooh.
In how it has an almost Viking-ish look, but it's more rounded in its form. It doesn't have any of the angular pieces you would find, like for instance, how the rooftops are made in Skellige to look like the prow of a ship. You don't have that here. It's a one-story building. But it's imposing in how long or wide it is, depending on which side you come in from, because there are 4 entrances, one on each side and one on the front, one on the back. There are several holes throughout in the rooftop to let smoke come out, and also to let the smells of all the food that's being cooked or grilled in most cases. It makes everyone around the inn hungry just by having to travel nearby and smell it. Seen from above, the inn would basically have the shape of an ocarina with all the little holes in it. There are, let's call them yards, 2 yards, one on each side, that has, one of them has a stable, a very expansive in both word expansive and expensive stables, it's filled to the brim. Every box is taken. On the other side, you've got a few posts where some horses are tied. There are a few like free posts, and even then, Asa, you notice, even the horses that aren't in a stall, they get like individual troughs for food and water. They're treated better than even some people are treated in certain places. And stabling, there's a sign at the entrance of the Smiling Stallion. Stabling is free. They'll take care of all of your horse's needs. There's even like a small, in that other yard that I was mentioning with the posts, there's like a small smithy there with someone to like repair horseshoes and also to handle, like repairs the saddlebags, the saddles and all that. They seem to care a lot about horses here to a point that is almost bordering on reverence.
Mm-hmm.
When you walk
There's a
into the end.
pause.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
go
go ahead.
There's a pause as we're outside and says, "Look, I think it's best we get in, actually get some grub. You hungry, Asa?
Yeah, I'm
If
real hungry.
If Laufey plays nice with others, you can tie her up. They'll get some food to her, and we can get settled in and become part of the.
She's a
the
good
evening.
girl.
Great to hear.
Wait, that's
Great
a
to hear.
boy.
But yeah, we'll get in. We'll move steadily from outsiders, especially with your imposing frame. I will say that Joanna is like on the shorter side, it's like 5'4" or 5'5", so definitely looking up at you, Mr. 6'1". And once the din of your arrival kind of cows a bit, then we'll be able to approach tables a bit easier if there's people you want to talk to. That thought occurs to me. To make horseshoe shoes, you probably need horseshoes, which are easy enough to find if you know where to look, but she like looks over to the kind of mini anvil smithy. Might not be a bad place to start with the proprietors. Might not be a bad place to start asking questions to proprietors.
Yeah.
All right.
A farrier. That's the word I was looking for.
Farrier. All right. Joanna will head in.
Asa will follow, sort of keeping his head down as much as possible. I doubt Metna has never seen a Witcher before. It seems like a place where they would want to keep the streets clean.
They
no,
have
just-
you get a few looks when you walk
Mhm.
in. Most people, the things they whisper under their breath seems to mostly be confusion, not revulsion. But you're in Nilfgaard.
Mhm.
Witchers are more tolerated here. They have a reputation of, actually rendering a service to the Empire. At least, several centuries ago, the things you learned in the books,
Mhm.
that, which one of your two mentors would have taught you that in books?
Books?
Yeah. I'm like, I don't think they would have had books with them. I think it's mostly like word of mouth.
Maybe Corwin? I'm not sure. Probably Corwin.
But all that to say, it's no different treatment than you can receive at other major cities in Nilfgaard. At least in Upper Nilfgaard. Let's go to Upper Nilfgaard. I don't know if Asa's been all the way down south to like Rohan or something like that. Have you?
I don't think so.
You don't know what the reception would be further down there, but in Metna anyway, you're an oddity. You're as much of an oddity as the 4 colorful individuals playing a sort of knife game, sitting at a table. Imagine the tables inside this inn are all like picnic tables, arranged in long rows, broken by fireplaces where people can have like kettles boiling or some like meat just like slowly roasting over an open fire. There are several sort of, let's call them island, that are closed off by a counter, which is where a lot of the cooks, like they're mini kitchens, if you will. Like a couple of them do have ovens, but a couple more don't. And it seems that when you see the like servants walking about, they like collect like drinks at one island, and then maybe like, I don't know, bread at another one, and then they go to a third one before moving to the. So it's like a slow service. Lots of chatting, no music, no troubadours, no minstrels. Just the sound of people laughing, arguing, chatting, and of course, as you near this table, even if you don't stop at the table, but you would hear the tick 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 of the knife just stabbing on the table. I don't remember if this game has a name.
Oh,
5-finger
I
fillet?
have all my fingers.
5-finger
the knife
fillet.
goes chop, chop, chop.
They're playing 5-finger fillet. It's, to be precise, I said 4 individuals? Yeah, 4 individuals, 3 men and 1 woman. All dressed in these sort of poofy sleeve coats with, you know, the slashed sleeves showing the colors underneath. All of them have like varying patterns in how they display their colors. One is like, the top is, let's say, blue red, the bottom is red blue. Another one is like split vertical, yellow yellow black, black yellow.
Do the colors look familiar?
Huh?
Do the colors look familiar to the person who attacked me earlier?
Well, they all have, I mean, colors are limited in, like, the palette of dyes is limited. But in this case, one of them, the woman, does have a sleeve of, like, just one of her sleeve. Her left arm is the exact same pattern as the pants that this other mustachioed mercenary was wearing.
I'm gonna grab a table where I can see them at all times. Preferably with my back against a wall.
You find such a table. The wall is a bit farther back from you. Someone could walk behind you, but I mean, if they wanted to, like, rush at you, let's say, from behind, there's not enough room to let someone, like, comfortably run behind you. But you can definitely, like, someone could just, like, turn and just, you know, shimmy behind you if they wanted to. So you don't have, like, the wall as your backrest, if you will. You're a couple tables away from this place, and the moment you sit down, you are met by a dwarf who comes in. He's got, like, this white apron. It's been folded over his belt. Short beard, trimmed. Skin is sunburnt almost all over, like, the shoulders, the upper arms, top of the head, where, you know, receding hairline, but the rest of the hair is, like, tied in like a braid in the back. Welcome to the Stallions. What can I get you?
You have any meat?
We do. We've got bison, and he points to one of the, like, open fireplace. Says, we've got cattle. He points to another one. We've got sheep. Points to the other one. And he goes to point to a fourth one. And he goes, we're out of sausages.
I'll take some of the bison, if possible. Sounds good.
Great choice.
I'll
you?
take a mix of. I'll take a mix.
A mixed plate. And a bison plate. Anything to drink.
Whatever's on tap.
Water
me as
it
well.
is.
Okay, a little something stronger than water.
We've got some, yeah, I'll figure something. Ale? Sir.
Ale works.
Butcher?
Yeah.
Alright, 2 ales, 2 plates. That is, and he counts on his fingers with like a little bit of tongue showing on. 19 florins. All in all.
Think about the pouch that I thought was like at least 100 or 200 florins. I think I
let's
do
go
have.
with, okay, let's say 18 florins, so that
Oop.
way on your sheet you can actually just remove 6 crowns. It's 3
Sounds
crowns each, if you will.
good. Yeah, I'll put up the money for dinner tonight. There you go.
It's gonna take a while. The drinks are gonna come first, the meat later, but the plates are massive for what little you've paid.
Ooh. Oh, best part of the day. Just start
I have
chowing
to
down.
ask if that seemed expensive, but for this, it's clearly not. They actually know
Oh,
how to
yeah.
serve food here.
Joanna, you've been in Metna for a bit. You would know that what's expensive at the Stallion is mostly the like higher end type of spirits you can get here. And it's the only place in Metna where you can get spirits, so they can jack up the price as much as they want.
You want to talk expensive? Ask for a strong drink. That's expensive. I'm good with the watery stuff. Gets the job done. Between the bites, Joanna will bring up. So, you on any sort of timetable? You in town for a week? How long does a witcher take anyway?
I have a job that I'm supposed to be doing, but they didn't give me any sort of time limit on it. And quite honestly, I don't know if they really need it all that much, all that quickly. This seems more important, all things considered. I mean, nobody's dying over that contract, as far as I know.
All right. Good to know. Good to know.
You never did tell me why they were trying to kill you, by the way.
You're right. I didn't. Keeps eating.
Well, that's an answer, as well as any. So he's going to start
You
eating
can
as
tell
well.
it's a bit of a
Like,
sore subject.
looking around the tavern, like, how are the other patrons reacting to the colorful mercenaries? Is anybody reacting to them at all?
Can you give me, both of you, awareness? But I will say, Joanna with a -2.
Well, Joanna with a -2 because Simon hates me.
No, it's because Asa is, yeah.
15.
20.
All right, 13 and 20. The two of you would notice that the colorful mercenaries often turn to look at the door, especially at any of the 4 doors, especially when someone comes in, as if they're like expecting someone. As for the rest of the patrons, some of them don't seem to mind at all, just ignore, but they also seem like they're ignoring everyone because they don't react that much to a witcher sitting here. There are a few, though, who keep casting glances at these colorful mercenaries. You notice with a 20, there's like a table of probably other mercenaries, but they look a bit more patriotic. And they're staring daggers at the Iron Falcons that are here.
So these shoes you're looking for, you just found the prints and you were able to tell they weren't made from normal horses?
Yeah. Well, not a horse. It was a succubus. You know what a succubus is, yeah?
I've heard.
That would be education for you. Or monster lore, if you have it.
I may have heard. I've definitely heard.
Yeah, you've heard tales of these creatures who are not on the right page. Give me a second. I had the page for boars on there. But
These creatures, they're not on the right page, you see.
Stop.
It's okay, I'm patient.
Sorry, I like to tease.
Okay, here's a couple things that you know with your 18 education. Succubi and incubi are these quite literal drop-dead gorgeous humanoid, I guess, because they look, while they have a human face and most of a human body, their legs are, they have goat legs and tails and horns. And apparently, if you sleep with one, you'll have the best sex in your life and then you'll die.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
But if
hell of a way to go.
Oh, sorry. If you manage to get a succubus pregnant during, like, probably the one time you'll have sex with her, or if an incubus gets someone pregnant, then there's apparently something weird in that, like, the child that'll be born might be like a devil or something like that, like a demon, like a worse creature that's like just pure evil.
Huh. Good to know. Wait, you're looking for boots that make hooves, but you're also looking for a succubus.
Yeah.
Wouldn't a succubus just have hooves?
Yeah, but it's somebody who's pretending to be a succubus. The guy in the marsh that I found, who was like the guy who attacked you, he was killed by someone pretending to be a succubus. They did a good job. They left kiss marks, kind of like the guy who attacked you had on his dick, you know? And then they stabbed him. Really strange stab mark. And then they left wearing shoes that were supposed to imitate the hoof prints of a succubus. Except they weren't the actual hoof prints of a succubus. It was somebody pretending. And they came all the way here and then I lost them. And of course, if you're looking for somebody who isn't something, it's a lot harder to find them than somebody who is something.
That is impressive. That's an impressive hunt there, Asa Verabor.
I'm a witcher.
Okay. You are a witcher. Let it not be said that I never took you as not a witcher. It just surprised me how young you were. That's all. I'm sure you've seen your fair share of, well, whatever it is you witchers, troubles you find yourselves in. Okay. Boots. Shoes that make hoof-like prints. I mean, if they're going all this way to mask themselves, a tool's a tool for a purpose. So someone's using that as an excuse to kill people, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. They want these guys dead, and they don't want it to trace back to them. Which is why I was wondering why he attacked you.
Joanna just has a thought from the irritation and the and the kind of like the day is like, oh, what a fucking day. It's like, wait a minute. You're saying that around that guy's manhood, to be polite, was one of these lipstick marks.
Yeah.
Well, he's still fucking alive. Let's go ask him. They took him to the lockup.
I thought he was dead.
No, I patched him up. He'll live long enough to face the gallows.
Oh,
but
good.
Until then, he's good for information.
Sure. So where they?
Probably wherever the guards keep all the drunks and braggarts, and the people get a little too handsy for their own good.
And where's that?
Hmm?
Where's that?
Oh, it's just down the road.
Yeah, you can point to...
Clarification, Simon.
Yes.
Would he still face the gallows if he had just attacked me?
So...
Because like if this is like a false accusation thing, I would rather avoid something like that.
Here's the thing in Nilfgaard is laws are very important in Nilfgaard, and so's punishment. The Empire might say of itself that they are more civilized than the North, but it's very much like an authoritarian... Well, it is an authoritarian dictatorship because it's an empire, but it's a very, like, iron grip type of thing where you follow the letter of the law, and the punishment is always more, like, dire than the crime that was committed.
Okay.
So you would have, for instance, maybe the gallows for assault. Maybe not because you fought him and technically no one saw you, no one saw it happening. The thing is most people don't have the money to hire a lawyer. So they just face the magistrate hands down a punishment, a sentence, and it's carried out, and that's it.
Let me put it this way: if the accusation that he was also a pervert and doing the stuff that so we could take his belt in his pants so the guard would be happy, if that wasn't on the table, would his punishment be less?
No. It
okay,
really
then
doesn't matter.
That's fine. It's like
what do you mean sex crimes?
It's a sensitive topic for some. I just want to be mindful.
Yeah,
what
I mean
I wouldn't want Joanna to make false accusations.
The Empire doesn't really care about that.
Gotcha.
It's like not really a category of crime.
Gotcha.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let's go talk to the bastard after your... Wow, you are just really getting in there.
You're muted.
Can't hear a word you're saying. Speak up.
Couldn't speak through a mouthful of meat. I'm hungry.
It's good stuff, right? Cheap but tasty.
Yeah.
Make sure not to have too
yeah,
much
good.
of the... if you have a little too much, it comes out a bit sour the next day, but still.
He takes a moment. That sounds really bad for like a second, and then he goes right back to eating.
It's a spice rub they use. It's really good. Really gets saltiness, a bit of a kick to it. But if it sits in your stomach long enough, it'll start to make a little trouble for you.
I have a great metabolism. Don't worry about me. We're good. We're good.
Oh, that's a Witcher thing. Wasn't sure if that was an Asa thing or a Witcher thing.
It's a Witcher thing.
Gotcha. So, while we're just chatting before we head off, like, you own some kind of, are you like a I'm sorry, I don't know a lot about Witchers. Is there like a Witcher school?
Oh, there's lots of schools. I'm from a cat school.
Cat school?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like cats.
Not a lot of people like cats.
Oh. Like Witcher cats or cats in general?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Cat witches.
Cat witchers. And what makes a witcher a cat witcher?
The way we're trained, mostly. It's just, there's different methods of training and different schools that adhere to those methods of training. And as a result, we get different medallions that mark us as part of that school. And, cat witches have a little bit of a bad reputation here and there, but I didn't do anything I'm not like that, you know?
Quite defensive person.
Right. So, well, like, are you graduated, or is this like an internship kind of apprenticeship kind of situation?
You don't really graduate from a Witcher school. You just sort of are in that school for the rest of your life. It's how you were trained, and so everything that you do under the tutelage, or as a result of the tutelage of the school that you were part of. So witches, kit school witches are a bit more stealthy than others.
Hmm.
Stealth.
Is that why you
That's
never
what we're
take your
known
hood
for.
down?
We're very stealthy. What?
Is that why you never take your hood off?
Yes.
I
Can't let
see.
anybody see my face just in case.
You can't break
Just
school
coming back.
rules. You get in trouble.
Exactly.
Speaking of getting in trouble, can you both give me awareness?
I really need to level up awareness. This apparently is a very important skill that I did not invest anything into. 17!
We both got
Hey.
It's not like you
17.
needed to invest. At some point during this conversation, right, you're chatting, you're having somewhat of a good time. You've got your plan laid out. Go see the guy in jail, and then you realize the table with the color from Lucenaries is empty now.
Hey, Asa.
Mm-hmm.
You know the guy who attacked me?
Yeah.
I gesture over to the now empty table, assuming that you remember who was sitting there. I think that might have been his friends.
You think they saw us?
I don't know if they are aware of the contract he took out on me, but
You don't
chances
think he
are
would've
they may be.
told his friends? You don't
Maybe.
think he would have told his friends?
I don't know how secretive mercenaries are with their contracts. I'm not a whatever the class is. That's a warrior class.
Man at arm.
Man at arms. I'm not a man of arms. I don't know how their cliques and clubs work, but there's a good chance that they're looking for him. So if they find him before we do, well, it might be a little harder to find the information you're after. Is all I'm saying.
We should go see the guy who was hurt earlier.
Right. All right. Come on. I down the rest of my ale and stand up.
When you
There's a little
exit
balance.
the inn, you notice smoke coming up from somewhere in town. People shouting, "Fire! Fire!" And
Is it from the direction we came from?
yeah.
Why is Simon so mean to me?
Hey, in the future, you don't have a workshop.
It could have been it could have been like, we'll be back later on vacation,
Could've.
Simon.
Could have. You could have rolled a 19 on that awareness roll.
I could have. I will say, I think Joanna is used to being on the run and kind of understands what likely is happening. Glad she took most of her stuff, though she didn't take everything, so there's a part of her that wants to run back, but that will be running into probably a trap or at least danger of getting into the fire.
I mean, a forge is like a place that has, fire, naturally. Lots of flammable
True.
material.
I was gonna add this detail later as kind of like a cool thing, but I'll ask you if I can do it now.
Sure.
If she rented the shop in the forge area, it's like more stone than wood because fire, high heat.
Well, yeah, of course.
Is there a way I could say that Joanna has some of her stuff, like some of the stuff that she wouldn't have necessarily brought with her to this diner, but would have been on her body in the future continuity? That she
yes.
hid underneath like
If
a loose
you-
stone in the forge?
Yeah. Well, or eventually you get those, like your Tinker's Forge that you have and everything. Like, yes, eventually you have them. If you want to run into the fire tonight to get them, you can. If you want to wait until the thing is burnt down, you can scrounge the ruins afterwards. Or, because this is taking place in the past, in a nebulous amount of time before the start of the game, technically she would have found those things one way or another.
That's true.
So nothing that you lose, like I should have mentioned the money that you paid, you get it back at the end of the
Right.
session tonight.
In that case, the situation you prescribed, I think Joanna would know better than to charge immediately into what is most likely a trap to draw her attention. She would wait for a quiet moment when she thinks it's safe to go back and collect what can be salvaged.
Cool.
Well, Asa, looks like we'll be sticking together a little longer. I'd invite you to stay the night at my place, but I feel like it might be a bit unhospitable, and she kind of gestures to the smoke plume in the
What
distance.
happened?
You know, a bit of arson. Either that or I forgot to turn the forge off before we
Your
left.
house is on fire!
It's a rental. Look, and I'll pull you, mindful that I'm not anywhere near your hut, since you seem to be very protective of that. I'll pull you to the side, near the stables where it's only us and the horses. Look, Asa, he asked what's wrong with me, or why people are after me. Can I just tell you the sad truth of it?
I wish you would.
Great. I, like many lucky people on this land, have family, and really, really shitty luck. And unfortunately, those two really mingle together. I got 2 older siblings who want me to come home. Not for anything good, mind you, but so they can sell me off to a group that's after people like me.
Sorry about that.
So every so often, a mercenary, a looky-loo, a guard, or a wayward soul comes a knocking, tries to catch me off guard. Sometimes I get hurt, sometimes I'm lucky. But in the end, I have to keep moving. All I'm saying is, it looks like my time in this town has run out. So, I'm going to help you with your situation, because honestly, I can't think of a safer place to be than right next to a Witcher. Even a 19-year-old one. And then, after we're done with your mission here, I'm going to skedaddle.
I mean, I don't want to put you in more danger than you're already in.
No, look, if I'm out and about in the city on my own, that's the most danger I can be, because people know I'm here, people know my shop's burned down, and I now know other people are after me. Most likely those colorful people that we saw at the table yonder. So, if you don't mind me, I'm going to hold you to our previous arrangement. You and I, we're best buds until this is over, and afterwards, I'll collect my things and I'll try to get out of your hair.
Okay. Sounds reasonable.
Now, if my guess is correct, our colorful friends have started that fire and are waiting in ambush for me to return to salvage what I can. Let's take this opportunity to go talk to their an indisposed friend at the cells.
Everybody. Sure. You make weapons, don't you?
There's a pause. I can make a blade or two.
You can make specialty blades too.
Given the time and materials.
Blades that might look like other things.
Now, it might just be the music, but that seems like a trap of a question. There's another pause. It's like, I thought we were past the interrogation phase of this. Yes, Witcher. I can make blades that look like other things.
All right. Let's go talk to your friend then, the Ticker.
It's not my friend. He's a weirdo who tried to drag me back to my siblings.
The
sounds of your...
you. The guy who attacked you.
Yes, my attacker. And by the sounds of it, a little bit of a pervert for real. I made that part up when we met because I wanted its belt. Oh, the belt's burned in the fire. Oh, god damn it. Whatever. Let's go ask him to whip his dick out and tell us about it.
First time I heard that. Hopefully the last, but you never know. Let's go.
Alright, we head off to the cells or wherever the holding area is for drunkards and attackers and people awaiting justice.
Alright. You make your way there. You cross basically the road that would lead to your workshop, which is engulfed in flames. It's being somewhat contained right now. The fire is spread to the building next door, which you know as it was like a tailor. So it's gonna it's gonna disappear real quick. But this tailor was one of those people in town who took on like a lot of apprentices at a time. So they didn't necessarily sell like expensive items of clothing afterwards because they were made by, young and experienced
cheap
learners.
labor, cheap materials,
kind
quick
of cheap
turnaround.
material. Yeah.
A lot of patchwork. Next to the patch job.
Next to the patch job, yeah. But they didn't really. It wasn't like a front.
You made me name my workshop, and then you burned it to the ground. I just realized.
Sorry.
It's so mean.
It could have not burned. I mean,
that's fair.
They had a plan.
Yeah, I didn't know this jumped straight to arson. Oof.
She wants you dead.
I thought you wanted me alive.
No, it's not what's on your background.
Oh, right. I think that's correct. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right.
Your brother is jealous of you. Right now, it's kind of hard to be jealous of someone who just lost their livelihood, but your brother is jealous of you.
That's right. Oh.
So, you pass the intersection. You keep going down to the jails.
Mm-hmm.
Where you are immediately met with that same guard from earlier today, finishing his shift, going like, "Oh, I remember you. And you. What do you want?"
We'd like a word with the man who attacked me today.
Not supposed to let people talk to the prisoners. That's not how we do.
It's okay. It's okay. We only want a minute of his time.
That calls for a spellcasting roll. It's,
Is this a spell?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Witcher signs.
Oh, that's cool.
Why did that not
putting
go?
him to sleep.
I thought that was more. I thought this was sign language for 1 minute. It's like, oh,
it is cool. A sign language. No, it's AXI. Axie.
Oh, okay.
Axie, yeah. AXII.
Yeah, I. Well.
Wow, that was so subtle. I didn't even realize you were casting magic. Damn.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if that works because he needs to do Rhesus magic, I believe. Is it opposed by Rhesus magic, Axie? Wow, it's been a while.
Let me see.
Yeah, I've got it here. No, I don't have it here. That's magic resolution.
Axie is resist magic is defense.
It's resist magic defense. Okay. And this person is. Doop doop doop. Doop doop doop.
Doop doo.
Is where exactly? Ah, there we go. Resist magic. Oh. Is that it? Yeah. 13. He looks at you and sort of like pauses and goes, "Oh, you're right. It's probably for some Witcher thing. I shouldn't get in the way of this. Just make it quick. You're not supposed to be here, and I can't vouch for you if
Sure,
you get
good
caught."
man. We won't tell anybody. We won't tell a soul that you told us or that you let us talk to him. Nobody will.
Have a good day.
You too.
And he leaves. And you notice, Joanna, that while he's talking, and you notice it a bit more after he's done, there was like this sort of light in his face, like someone was shining a bit more light at him directly, and that dimmed afterward. It's very subtle, but you're like indoors. It's nighttime outside. There's like a bit of a thing, but it's subtle, hard to see. But yeah, he sort of like beamed for a moment and then points to
Yeah.
the stairs down.
When we're on the stairs and we pass him, I whisper to Ace, "What'd you do to him?"
Just a little bit of witcher magic. You know, just needed to change his mind just a little bit.
Okay, you're not allowed to do that to me while we're together.
Yeah, promise.
Is that... Wait, did you do it again?
No.
Her eyes narrow and she drops it. Down the stairs we go.
Yep. There are 6 cells total. 3 on each side of like a small corridor. And then at the end there's like a wood and iron door that leads somewhere else. But you find your man in the very first cell. The 5 others are empty. He is in it, and another person is in it. The other person looks much older. Human, of course. Gray beard. More on the thin side. Looks like a vagabond, perhaps. His clothes, what little clothes he has left, is like a robe that's been patched up in multiple places to the point where it's frayed so much that you can almost see through it some places. But he's curled up like in a fetal position, looking at the wall, so away from you, sleeping and snoring. The mercenary is leaning against the bars, just trying to breathe and like maybe perhaps calm himself or something. He's got both hands near the bandage that you've put around his leg, and he's like massaging it. Might not be the best idea.
Is he wearing pants?
He's
Have
not
they
wearing
provided him with prison pants?
Nope, he's butt naked on the floor.
Hey, fucker!
You! Ah! Ugh.
Yeah, you're welcome for that.
You come to gloat? That it?
It sounds like a fun idea, but no. I look at the penis. Does it have lipstick on it?
It's not on the dick, it's around.
Is it around
Yes. Yes.
it? Okay.
Like someone went down the happy trail.
Gotcha. No more detail needed. All right.
Well,
yeah,
one more
adjusted
detail.
to
You know how he's got like a very like well-waxed
One more detail.
mustache?
One more detail. Yes.
Yeah, all of his body hair is like well waxed and groomed.
Oh, I
So he's
see.
got a tiny mustache on his dick. You know, might as well. You all are staring.
Thank you. Thank you for painting the picture in my head. I'll gesture for you, Asa, to
To look at the dick? Thank you.
no, to do your Witcher thing. That involves looking at the dick. I don't know if Joanna's comfortable indicating that the 19-year-old should look at the dick. That seems like a little.
Look, he's an adult.
I'm an adult, okay?
You keep saying that. Once again, adults don't need to say that. Well, go on there, Asa Maribor.
Who's that? Why are you
What?
bringing one of them
Hey.
freaks?
Be nice. Where'd you get the marks? The lipstick marks?
Fuck you want to do that for?
Well, we're just having a nice conversation, you and I, aren't we? Right now.
He looks at Joanna. Back to you. She hired you? You're some sort
Doesn't
of
matter if
muscle
she
now?
did. Yeah, I'm some sort of muscle now.
Didn't know you could afford a Witcher.
Mm.
Too bad, probably might not be. I don't know if you're a retainer Witcher, but she might not be able to afford you for long.
And why is that?
If memory serves, and I wasn't out for too long. Might be out of a job, Miss Wicker. Ow!
You think you're funny, do
That was
you?
worth-
How close is he to the bars?
Oh, he's leaning against the bars.
Cool. I
He's,
grab
like,
him by the
resting his
neck
back.
and smash his face against the bars. You think you're funny?
Okay. Give me brawl.
Is that like a reflex brawl? Okay.
Give me brawl for a grapple. It's just a bad thing if you fumble.
You kill him.
Oh boy.
Well, he was very much on the verge of.
Unarmed? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Random location. Yes.
Yeah.
Please let me roll. Please let me roll. 14.
If you click
14.
location, it'll... Oh, I guess you don't need
There's
to.
got to be a way to have those like normal rolls, right?
Normal rolls?
No, not even.
Hmm.
There used to be a button for normal rolls. Now that I think of it, like, I see it. I look at it. I thought there was. Oh well.
Maybe it's a maybe special move.
Oh
It's this kind
no,
of
it's supposed to be single strikes. Oh, but it's under weapons. Okay, I get it. So like, if I do this.
Throwing axe?
No, I'm just doing it on a random. I have a template sheet.
Okay.
Yeah, the single strike appears when you attack with a weapon and only with a weapon. But whatever. It's not a fumble, which is what I was interested in. You grab him, you knock him, but just not too hard that it cracks his skull or anything against the bars.
I don't want to crack his skull. No, I just want to like.
No, I know you don't want to, but that's what the fumble would have been if you fumbled. You know. Dang! Oh. I thought we were having a nice conversation.
We were. We can again. Now you tell me why you came to attack this young lady.
He looks at you with that nice, generous facade. That was just a facade, right? You really are just a cutthroat bitch.
That's right. I think there is a moment's hesitation before she says that's right. Honestly, Joanna knows this guy's probably for the gallows. If he can go there feeling angry and justified that he attacked her and that was in the right, it feels better than letting him go up there like miserable and defeated. So she'll play the bad guy if it gives him some like comfort in his last moments. You're right, I am.
Before he answers Asa, can you give me human perception? And I'll get back to you.
Oh boy.
Well,
Human perception.
I mean, I'm in a cage, and you're just
16.
Joanna. Sorry, just Joanna.
Oh,
Human
me.
perception.
Okay.
Sorry.
No worries, no worries.
Yes, my sentence
16. We're in sync tonight.
Sentence was fucked up.
All right.
Joanna, the way he said the words, cutthroat bitch, it's the same way, the same cadence you heard your sister say it to you years ago, the last time you saw her in person, and she like flew off the handle.
You're right, I am. Look, you're gonna go meet your maker soon, so...
For assault, stupid fucking off-guard laws.
Yeah, maybe come with a weapon next time, instead of asking for a blunt one that I made.
It's easier to hit you with one of your own weapons and then burn the place to the ground. Leaves no trace. That's the person who gave me the marks, and he points to his dick. That's what she said.
Who? The person who asked.
Her sister. He points to Joanna.
Your sister?
My sister?
Yeah. Yeah, Maud Wicker. You never told me. Well, I mean, I can't see any signs on you, but I never heard of a family of half monsters, I guess, but you know. Might
Wait,
be
is
why-
Maud here?
Half monsters?
He takes a bit to reply, looks down at his leg. And I'm going to have to ask you to make a persuasion roll.
I'm also just breezing past the half monster thing, just like not maybe if I don't talk about it, it won't come up again.
Asa is helping you indirectly. I mean, through like the whole interrogation thing. So you get
Do
a
you
plus
want
2 on
me
that roll.
to roll persuasion? Okay.
Oh, you don't need to, unless you want
Okay.
to try to get the answers out.
Well,
of
no,
him,
I
too.
was gonna. If I get a good score, it would help. But if I help without having to roll, then that's good too.
Yeah, no, you knocked some sense into him.
Do I add a bonus to the roll
Plus
or +2? Thank you. 22.
Ooh.
Thank you, Asa.
Yeah, he looks down at his leg, thinks for a moment, long and hard. I'm never gonna see her again. Yeah, your sister's rooming with us. Down by the
Rooming with
lakes.
He doesn't look like he's lying. Nope, just defeated. Nothing else to give.
Give me another human perception.
Yeah, like are you just like telling us where a trap is?
You're asking the. Yeah, you don't
15?
have a criminal with practice paranoia.
I don't.
With a 15, you pick up on. He's telling you where she is because, well, you saw the other mercenaries today. He doesn't know that you saw them, but he knows there are others. And so he knows that if you show up there, you'll probably get your ass kicked, which is what he was asked to do by Maud one way or another. So
is Maud there, or is it Maud there still and it's a trap as well, or is it just a trap?
No, it's Maud there plus a trap.
Plus a trap. Got it. Thought it'd be an easy job, didn't you?
Well, I mean, killing a defenseless blacksmith, yeah. Had I known, I would have brought my axe. Not the flimsy stick you gave me, but...
Flimsy. This is where she's offended. I put a lot of hard work in that iron rod.
The mod made sense. I wouldn't
Mod's
have
always
been found. I wouldn't be rotting here.
Maud's always had a silver tongue on her.
Yeah, she did.
Always able to lull and stroke the egos of easy to persuade men, one way or another.
Of course. She's a monster.
You keep saying that. Why
you're
do
an
you keep
idiot.
calling her a monster?
Maud the succubus. She got the little horns. I saw the horns. I felt the claws. Tickles in some places. Never got a good look at the legs, though. They say that they have goat legs, but didn't feel furry down there.
You fucking
Sister?
moron. No, she's not a succubus.
No.
This idiot got played.
The fuck you mean, played?
What do you think I mean? I mean you got tricked, bamboozled, made a fool. And apparently your life's forfeit for it. My sister isn't a succubus. Don't you think if I had a sister, I would be also, goat legs and all?
No. She said that you were some sort of bastard offspring.
Right, because famously, when succubi children happen, there's more than one because the process is extenuating to a long and healthy family life, right? Of course. You did not think for a moment when you got this job. Well, you did think. You just thought with that little head instead of your actual one. Oh my goodness. Okay, Asa, we're done here.
Oh, hey,
Alright.
don't leave me here, please. No, it's, no one makes fun of an Iron Falcon. You know, dignity. She took it. She took my dignity. And he tries to rub the lipstick out. And
No,
Asa, you
don't
notice.
do that.
No, but you notice it doesn't rub off either. In fact, it doesn't rub off, period. On the body, you could rub it off a little bit when you apply
Right.
pressure. This time it doesn't.
What does that mean?
Is my medallion going off at all?
Medallion needs to be 4 to 6 inches away from the marks, on the body.
Get it up in
So-
there.
Does Asa just want to bring the medallion close, or just go
Oh, this is weird.
Yes, it is. I didn't think about that little part, though.
Can I
The
ask
consequences
a
to your
technicality question, GM?
Yes, go ahead.
actions. Oh!
Does a medallion have to be attached to its witcher in order to activate in the presence of magic?
No, it just vibrates.
Cool. I take off my medallion from around my
Yeah,
neck
You'll feel it.
and
as
let it
change.
hang closer
Uh,
to.
The fuck are you doing? What the? And then the medallion begins to vibrate, and he's like, "What kind of witchcraft is this? Leave my dick alone!"
leave my dick alone.
Trust me,
Quote
nobody
of the
wants to touch your dick. Put it back on.
Her sister did. He's trying to get all the digs in he can. He
Yeah.
has no dignity
Yep.
left.
I mean, someone else will be digging for him tomorrow, so when they put his body in the
No,
grave.
no, wait. Those were jokes. Those were jokes.
Really bad ones, by the way. But yeah, Ace, I think we're done here.
The succubus that you encountered.
Aye.
She said she was mad.
Yeah.
She said that she was her sister.
Oh yeah.
But my sister isn't a succubus. Asa?
Color.
I don't think your sister's a succubus.
No,
I
she's
don't
not.
Think... No,
It's
and
a
I don't
trick.
think
She got
succubus is your
dressed up.
sister.
What?
I said
What?
I don't think your sister is a succubus, and I don't think this succubus is your sister.
Wait, now I'm confused. Why would a succubus
There's something
be-
going on here. There is magic going on here. If it was just your sister pretending to be something, there wouldn't be any sort of magic to be detected here.
Wait, you're saying his dick is magic?
No, his dick's not magic. His dick is the farthest thing from magic. But something magic has happened to his dick.
Huh.
This is an 18 and up game. So
How-
glad my channel's age restricted.
How long
Okay.
ago did that happen?
Fucking want to know my sex life for? That was last
Just
night.
answer the question.
We shagged last night. Like
Last
a good
night?
luck shag. Fuck load of help it was. He looks down at the bandage.
Good
He
luck.
And
massaged
did
it
she
enough
only
that,
approach you last night about
She
this-
always approaches us at night.
job that... Be nice. She only approached you last night about this job that she wanted you to do? Or did she talk to you about it previously?
No, it was last night.
Is this the
How many of
first
you...
job?
her favorite? She wanted me to do it. She
Okay.
knew I could get results.
How many of you are in the city? How many of you came to the city originally?
The others aren't. I mean, were hired by Maud, but they're not like me. They're not special. There were 6 of us.
How about this guy? And he'll pull out the gold tooth.
Whoa.
Oh, give me human perception with a +4.
Okay.
Gold tooth is news to me.
That's a 20.
God damn, Ace is a great
He
witcher.
tries to hide. He tries to keep his composure when you show the tooth. And he's like, I don't know, what is that? You know he's lying. Not only is he lying, he knows who this belongs to. He knows way more about this person than maybe it's safe to say in, a place such as a jail.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Asa, I'm confused. What's going on here? What's the tooth for?
The guy that I told you that I found in the swamp, the one who was wearing the same... Oh, I guess... Was he wearing armor when you first saw him? You said you took off his belt.
He was wearing armor, just like on the torso, the upper body. I attacked him on the legs where he wasn't as armored.
Colorful armor?
Yeah.
Same armor, same lipstick. Found this guy dead in the swamp. He'd been dead for about 5 days. I think you know who this was. And I think she asked him first. And when he failed her, she killed him and moved on to you.
Have I been attacked in the last 5 days, other than this guy, or something weird?
No. And he,
Oh, go ahead.
the mercenary goes, something like that. Yeah. That was Edmir's.
And why did he not attack Joanna?
Because he's dead.
Asa, I'm starting to think you're right. I don't think this is my sister.
He,
I think I think there's something out there, magic-like, that's taken these fools and putting them to work. Now, I don't know why she's decided to come after me all of a sudden, but I bet you this guy's information is correct. If we go to their encampment, we'll probably find this succubus, as it were.
What can you tell us? What more can you tell us about your friend, your dead friend?
He was her favorite. But then, I think he got some ideas. Probably
What kind
some
of ideas?
Witcher ideas. Would kill the succubus and bring her head in, I guess, for money. Edmure was tired of us living in the swamp. We've been following the mod around for months now, trying to look for her. And he points to Joanna with like his chin.
How much are you being offered for her?
Not a
1,000
lot,
crown
apparently.
each.
1,000 crown?
Each?
Aye, we don't work for cheap. We're better on the battlefield, though. But you know, 1,000 crown for killing what is essentially just a lowlife.
Hey.
Well, this is how Maud put it. You know, you said it. I'm a victim here.
Wait, so you've been following Maud for weeks now, then?
Oh, she hired us after the siege of Angerberg.
Somebody who's pretending to be Mod.
We didn't have any jobs lying about, and that would offer us safe passage to Nilfgaard, so we took it.
First off, I don't remember my sister being a succubus, and I don't understand why a actual succubus would take on this quest for her.
So, listen to what he's saying, Joanna. 7,000 crowns to these idiots to kill you. How much are you worth, dead?
Am I worth that much? I didn't think I was worth that much.
Okay. For people at home watching who weren't there during character creation, the reason why Joanna's siblings are jealous.
Oh, is this because they misunderstood the misunderstanding?
There was the misunderstanding, but there was also the windfall that you got.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
They
about, the
thought was
misunderstanding.
unfair. So, would you mind, Joanna, just for the sake of the gallery,
Yeah.
your sister's paying these like luxury mercenaries, these
That's dumb.
7,000 crowns to hunt you down? Because how much did you win? You unfairly won during your windfall?
My unfair winnings. Yes, I rolled 2 dice that determined, and I multiplied the number by 100. So I rolled, and I got 200 crowns.
Yep.
Which is this, I think, one of the lowest numbers you can get.
Yeah,
That's
it is the lowest.
insane.
Your
She's
sister
paying.
is paying a sum of money that you know, unless something happened, your family doesn't have.
Yeah.
Because you got literally What is it like? Not even a tenth, a 20th? Like 5%
Yeah,
of
it
that?
was really low. I was sad. I wish I had
Yeah.
more money.
It's just
Ah.
completely bonkers.
Yeah, it's like that's why Joanna's confused. Was like, my sister doesn't have that much money, and I think something clicks in her memory about how angry her siblings were when she said that there wasn't any money to like lend, and it was pretty much spent already, and they were like calling her a liar. It's like, oh, I'm getting a migraine from all the stupidity. Look, dumbass. She offered you money that she thought I had. Do I look rich to you?
He like looks at Asa first before replying and just like shifts a little bit of his weight away from the bars. Nah. Well, I mean, now you're probably dead broke because of on account of what they did to your
Joanna.
Which was part of Maud's plan. We're just doing what we were hired for.
Yeah, Joanna.
Yes, I said.
Does your sister know how to use or know anyone who would know how to use or how to acquire magical items?
Maud's always been a bit of a romantic. She's had a way with talking with people, getting them to like her, love her even. I think she was telling me about how she met some fella, was going to run off with him to an island somewhere and needed some spare change, she put it, thinking that I won thousands upon thousands of crowns. It would not be amiss that she would be able to sweet talk some lonely academic or student or merchant into acquiring such items.
This would not be something that she could merely sweet talk some lowly merchant into acquiring for her. It's something that would have to be gotten from a mage.
Well, some mages were lonely sort. But she
mages.
herself is not magic. That I'm certain of.
No, I
Unless
don't
she
think
had her
she
own
is.
secrets.
No, I don't think she's magic, and I don't think it's a succubus.
Let's put a pause in this just a second. Joanna.
Yes.
The gift of magic does flow in your family, though.
I mean, I have it.
Yes.
My siblings never told me. My siblings always acted surprised when they found out. I never assumed that they had it too.
Just know that it is a possibility. If you have it, your sister has it.
Oh, is it like 100% guaranteed? Or?
No, it was just a Star Wars quote.
Oh, gotcha. I should watch that again sometime.
But yes, it is it might be a possibility. Just because you're saying, she's not magical, but then just to let you know, the player, that.
No, thank you for the reminder. I didn't realize that was actually possible. I will stop, and it's like, Asa, I look at the guy without pants. Let's go over to these bars where he can't peek on us.
Sure.
And move her down the row of cells. And I'm going to put my hand on Asa's chest, and I'm going to attempt to use my gift, which requires 2 stamina points.
Your medallion begins to vibrate.
In a roll.
Oh boy.
Are you gonna hit me? You're gonna slap me?
What's your gift?
No, but if you fumble, that would be funny.
Oh, that could be funny. Let's see. I think I put it here. Let me see.
Yes.
Spell.
Indeed. You just need to click the little flame icon. And then click spell casting. I mean yep.
9. Does that beat the DC? I don't.
You don't need the DC. You just need to not fuck up, I believe.
Oh, I thought there was a DC minimum.
Let me just double check, but I believe there's none, and it's just.
Oh, there's a spellcasting DC. It is 9.
Yes. Oh, yeah, because the big one is 9. Yep.
Ooh, just made it. Okay. So you watch as Joanna's hands like reach out and touch. Is it like a chest plate you're wearing, or?
Yeah, it's got the cat school armor underneath.
Oh. I put my hand on it, and you watch as it's like a small like pulse of soft like glowing light just kind of like passes through my hand and into the chest plate, and you watch as it kind of like envelops and slowly fades out. But as it fades, you can kind of like feel a slight hum, and the reliability or SP of the item I touch is increased by 1.
Yeah, that would be just the torso in this case.
Yes.
Nice.
So increases by 1.
Oh, it's permanent? So hold on, let me get my gear and inventory. So my chest plate would be 9 instead of 8?
Are you wearing feline armor?
No. I think I'm just wearing like a regular gambeson. I was just
you're wearing the regular
double woven gambeson. I
yeah,
assume that he's wearing like hand-me-downs armor of some sort.
Then yeah, the double woven is an 8. It becomes a 9 on the torso forever.
As the light fades from your armor, you can see that like the light kind of like recedes from my hand back into my body, and you can see kind of like it's not so much like my skeleton, but the structure of my body, like the joints, the bones, the foundation that makes up Joanna. It kind of like pulses into view slightly and then fades again, kind of building on that theme of foundation, fortification, strengthening. So I have a little trick that I don't pull out too often because it's more trouble than it's worth, honestly. Look.
Trick.
Yeah. It never occurred to me. Like, there was always talk, and part of my sister being mad at me is not sharing the wealth that she perceives I have. My brother's not happy for the same reason, but he's a bit more even-tempered, and there was talk about selling me off to some interested parties if they ever caught me. So it looks like my sister's dead or alive, or I guess more dead than alive, and my brother's alive. So whoever catches me first decides my fate, really. I never considered that perhaps the gift isn't the only one in the family. There is a chance that maybe my sister has a bit of the touch to her.
And you would know as an elf guardian that if you do have the gift, you are forced to go to Gwyson Hall. And you are forced to go to magic school and stay there and then become a weapon of the state. If you get caught.
There is a tension to Joanna. Like, she thinks Asa's a good kid, but there's always a chance that she turns on her. And you can see that her body's a little tense, and it does seem like either she would be fully ready to... Her hand isn't on the hilt of her sword, but it's like next to it. And her body is turned in a way where she could sprint to run for the stairs if needed. She's done this before, and it hasn't gone well before.
The only reason I'd turn you in is if there's some sort of reward, and there clearly isn't because you don't have any money. Sorry, that was not a good joke. I'm not going to turn you in. But I think your sister might be using some of her magical ability to disguise herself using glamour.
Certainly explain a lot.
Yeah, she's very clever. If it is what she's doing, but if she's disguising herself, then I don't know that there's any way that we'd be able to find her in town. If you are interested in finding her, if you just want to run, if you just want to leave, we could do that too. That might be the better option.
According to that theory, Asa, then, my sister's the one who killed your man in the swamp.
Yeah. Probably because he thought he could get better money by turning her in than by turning you in. Maybe he figured it out. Maybe he figured out that you don't have the money that she said that you did.
What are you gonna do, Asa?
Well, I thought I could protect you, you know?
I thought you had a
And if
job
I
to
can't
finish.
protect you, maybe I could put you somewhere that you could be protected.
I thought you had a job to finish, though.
Yeah, well, it's a fetch quest. Who's really
No, I
gonna
meant.
miss?
Are you okay letting my bitch of a sister run around, tricking men, causing all sorts of
Do you-
trouble like this?
Joanna, are you asking me to kill your sister?
Joanna looks away.
And I think we're gonna end on that. So we're gonna leave the suspense up and torture Yutsai.
Torture me. Simon hates me. He tortures me all the time. Tortures my shop, tortures my character.
But it is a good ending point, a cliffhanger
It is.
to this little
Yeah.
short story of ours. The Witcher and the Wicker. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming by tonight. Thank you, chat. Thank you for all the follows, the subs, everything. Thank you to people on YouTube watching the VOD or listening it as a podcast, because it's now available as a podcast.
Is it really?
The entire playlist. It's on, if you go on youtube.com/TheWanderingDM. I should have the links in chat normally, which, dumb that I don't. But there's a podcast now of our actual play. So you can just
that's
RSS
cool.
feed it or just listen to it. And you can also watch it. I mean, but if you have like YouTube Premium on your phone, you can just like listen to it and not have like the video playing.
Nice.
Very cool.
On that note, you can find me. I'll do me at the end. I'll do me at the end. Words hard. Let's throw the mic down to my players. Let us know who you are, where we can find you, what you've got going on, and also share some love. What was your love moment for tonight?
I can go first this time.
All right.
Hi, I'm Yutsai. I had a lot of fun today. It's been a while since I played like a much like tighter group game, but it's a lot of fun. There's a lot more time to kind of like rapport with each other. You can find me here. This is the only game I'm doing so far, but I'm always on the lookout for others because it's just so much fun to play with new people and old friends. Such a good time. I will say some bits of love today. As first, I gotta say, it's always fun reminding Asa that they're just really young and a kid and just playing on that kind of like stereotype and joke. But it's made so much better by how incredibly competent Asa is at being a Witcher. It's such high rolls, just like they're really good at their job. Of course, and I love how Simon took the creative choice to take our show into a R18 plus category rating. Can't wait for the next episode. Can't wait to see what happens with the others when they get their duets on and see if it also crosses that threshold. But yeah, had a lot of fun today.
Thank you for coming, Yutsai. Next and last, Asa.
That's me. I'm Asa. I'm Hannah. You can find me on Instagram at Hanimation Studios and Blue Sky at Just Plain Hanimation. You can find my shop at hanimation.shop for all your bits and bobs, and that is family-friendly bits and bobs. Thank you very much. In case you wanted anything for Christmas, for the nerdy people in your life, that's me. I had so much fun with this little mini-sode that we got to do today. It was hilarious getting to finally have Asa and Joanna play off of each other. We're just babies, please don't kill us group.
We're the young ones.
The young ones, yeah. And just seeing Joanna get to shine as like she's so tired and she's so wary of the world around her, but she still manages to be this like really competent, confident, shining light in everything that she does. And she, she's a woman who knows what she's about, and she doesn't let the world intimidate her out of it. Even though she like has every reason in the world to. She has everything in the world coming to her doorstep to hunt her down and make her life harder. She's like, I'm gonna set up shop and do my shit and be the best person there is at it. And Yutsai, you are just so amazing at portraying Joanna as this like very stoic person who has every reason in the world to not be stoic in a very scary world, but she takes her lumps and she keeps going. And I love all the little like quirks and the softness of your voice when you play her. She has these tough hands and this tough attitude, but this very gentle air about her that is sort of juxtaposed against all the roughness and toughness that she has by necessity. And I just love the character that you've built, and I love being able to play off of the character that you've built. So thank you for that.
Oh, that's so sweet.
You are very empathetic. Well, Joanna is very empathetic as a character, which in this world is going to be a challenge to keep up. But I'm thank you for coming, Hannah. I'm sorry. I'm Simon at Wandering DM. You can find me on Sunday on this very channel as we enter our last bit of roleplay Reflect. So we're going to be in the Reflect portion, where we're going to talk about the game that we played, The Expanse, and how Lindy killed my character, and how by killing my character she broke Trooper's heart forever, and all that fun stuff. And then you can find me again next week, right over here. The panels that I gave this weekend at Draconis in Montreal will be on their YouTube page at some point. It's in French, if you want to watch it, but I guess like the YouTube subtitles are probably going to try to translate it, and it's going to be bad. But it was very interesting. Small con, but very fun. And that is basically it for me. My love for tonight actually goes to the two of you, Yutsai and Hana, for agreeing to take part in this sort of weird experiment of, and I have a couple of kinks to hammer, not just because of everyone naked to in the game, but mostly because this is like a sort of, it's a strange game, right? Because you know where you're going to be in the future. You know that these events have, they can have some impact, but then at the same time, we have to handle like items, for instance, or what have you. And it's a, I don't know, flashback thing that might be a little confusing, or I don't know. I don't know if you had any like things that were like bothering you about, like, uncomfortable about like the whole, wait, where should I know that, and blah blah blah, and do that. And anyway, yeah, it's my first time doing like a show within a show type of thing, and so far I like it. So we'll see the others, what happens to them, and also the continuation of Joanna and Asa whenever we have just the two of you for a duet. That said, can we raid someone? Do we have a friend to raid?
I mean, Critical Role could always use the help, right?
Oh, yeah, Critical Role could always. No, but Miss Magitech is playing the Brian Sanderson game.
The
RPG.
Cosmere?
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard good things.
Let's go say hi, raid them, and we will see you here next week. Same time, same channel. Have a good night, everyone.